And we are live. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Canadian Guy 8 here, and we are back with Sly Cooper 3, Honor Among Thieves. Yes, it has been a long time since I streamed since Sly 2. There was a big delay on this. I started Sly 1, then hit Sly 2, and then before we got to Sly 3, it just stopped. Reason being was because rumors of Sly Cooper started to come out, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be a game that was coming out either this year or next year. I didn't know, and just in case, I wanted to wait until we got more information, and then we got more information, and it seems like it's going to be announced in September of this year. So I decided, okay, now we can finally start streaming again and catch back up. Give me a moment here to finish getting set up, and we shall begin. Oh, my... How's everyone doing today? Thank you so much. Also, let me know how the volume is, if the volume is okay or well balanced. We're almost ready to go. Boop, 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 boop. Switch. Grab this. Grab that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Do that. And tweet. There we go. Game is a tad quiet. No problem. I can scooch it up just a little bit. How's that? Is that a little bit better? We still got lots of space. I got lots of room to turn up more. Hey, Enzo. Second here. Then we gotta go to here, go to here, go to here. There we go. Okay, and then we'll go to here. That's done. One more time. Select from the computer. Better? Okay. Letting the camera pan around a bit before I can say for sure. Okay. Ah, my nose. We're almost ready to go. Save, preview, and post. There we go. Okie dokie. Alrighty. So, we sent it off on Twitter, sent it off on YouTube. We did everything that we need to do, and we are now ready to go. So, we're going to pull up. That's not what I wanted to do. That's also not what I wanted to do. Select. There we go. New game. And we'll just erase that one. Why not? There we go.
I feel fired up, Bob.
Hey, Chapman's been a member for 22 months. Hey, CG, with the likelihood of a new Sly game going to be announced, does it seem more likely to be a sequel to Thieves or a soft reboot? So, here, a tick or two. Okay, I'll do a little bit more. How about there? We'll see in a second. I just turned it up a tick and a half.
This is it, Sly. The gang's assembled and are in position to help you get up to that vault. For the rest of the operation, you are the ball.
Roger, Bentley. I'm starting my approach. Getting over these fortress walls shouldn't be a problem. Look, we're running 5x5 here. Make sure everyone's in sync.
I hear that.
Awesome.
Artillery, sure you can make that shot?
I endeavor not to miss.
Nothing was still spam was popping up in my primary, which was odd, but got scared. Better. Okay, good, Flanny, man. Happy to hear that.
Submersibles. All right, it's the crime of the century, and the ball's in motion.
The ball is in motion. Okay, so I do want to get this thought out right away, Chapman, because I do want to make a video about this. While we don't know, the big thing here that I'm wondering is that if it is being partnered with Sony Computer Animations, with like Sony Animation, it sounds a lot like what they did for Ratchet and Clank. But I'm wondering if it's going to be the same or different. And I don't know. Because is it going to be if Sony is doing it, is it going to be a movie? Is it going to be a TV series? Is it going to, like, I don't know, right? And I think that's going to be a big key to all of it, is that if it's a TV show, I think it's going to be a lot better. If it's going to be a movie, I'm kind of hemming and hawing about it. This stream brightened my day as I've been charged 103 twice on a pay. And oh, can you go get that refunded? I'm sorry to hear that. Woo. So yeah, anyway, right now, if I were to gamble, I would say it's going to be a reboot. And the reason why is because of the bittersweet reaction to 4. And Charles, I knew you weren't feeling well yesterday, so I'm sorry to hear that. So it comes off my bank account, which fingers crossed gets refunded on its own record. Okay, I hope so. Howling Wolf, hey, how's it going, girl? How's it going? How are you? I hope you are well. Just go down here, right? I think so. So if based on...
Ball requesting door via Agent Monarch. Over.
Launching. Stand clear.
So forgive me, everybody, because I did just make a Sly Cooper video, so I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be popping in and asking about this and wondering about, hey, so there's going to be a little bit of speculation that people are going to be asking. So I will be pausing, kind of expressing my thoughts a little bit. Hey, Pure Evil Crash, how are you? The big thing here is that to take away is that based off of what we got right now, I think it's going to be a reboot, a soft reboot.
Visual confirmation on the door. Nice shooting.
I think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a soft reboot.
Be advised, ball is nearing the lab.
Because
86, you ready?
that's going to be very much like the Ratchet and Clank, or hopefully even better. I don't know. So that's kind of that's where I'm at right now. If I had to buy myself OLED Switch, get massive headache 2 hours later, wake up this morning to find our first payment. Sorry, Charles. I'm really sorry, man. Hey, Glacia. I saw your message. I will be getting back to you later tonight. I saw it, read it, was like, okay, I'm going to get back to her, fell asleep, woke up, forgot about it, saw it again, had to go out, came back, saw your message, remembered it. I will get back to you about that. But in short, if you want to know, Glacia, yes, if you want to send me some screenshots, I would love to see some of your game. Chapman donated $10 through Super Chat. Yeah, I'm leaning towards a soft reboot myself simply because of how Ratchet and Clank went, and also wouldn't be surprised if they did the same if Jak and Daxter gets a new game. I got a feeling that that Sly Cooper might be the cheaper experiment towards this idea, where if Sly Cooper does well, Jack and Daxter will come back.
Oh, very well, Dr. M. Thank you for asking. Very thoughtful.
When you say soft reboot, does that imply a remaster, remake of the first game, or an HD remaster? A soft reboot is the game completely redone from the bones, but the same story, right? So you might get new mechanics, but basically it's the same game, story-wise.
Mark, sir. He
Right?
is well too, yeah?
This is so dark.
Shame you won't be seeing them again.
Sir?
Afraid I poisoned your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed the security code from 1, 2, 3 after you installed the new system.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die any second.
Oh.
That's awful.
Yes?
Hey,
What
Jess,
do
thank you so much
lab?
for stopping by.
I'm on my way down. Oh, and get a janitor for the lab.
Like Ratchet and Clank 2016. Exactly like Ratchet and Clank 2016. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Having some trouble hearing some characters speaking. Okay, let me see if I can quickly adjust that. Hang on. I might be able to fix that. So we go to music volume. Okay, that is cranked right up to the max. Okay. Effects, that's also cranked up to the max. So what we'll do is that we'll take the music, we'll turn it down a smidgen, and then what I'll do is I'll turn up the audio on this end so that it's a little bit better. Okay, I think. We'll see how that goes when we hear the characters talk. Have I played this game before? Yes, I have. But I haven't tried 100% it before, so this will be my first time trying to 100% it. That's, So yeah, that is what we're going to be trying to figure out. Hey, welcome, Jess. Started just a smidge late, but that's okay. We haven't even gotten to the first mission. We're just kind of... Ah! Don't poison me! One. Two. No. Come on, Sly. Come on, buddy. There we go. But not to see a nice bow tie ending the franchise. I would like to take Sly 5 any day, anytime. Any fans want a Sly 5, not a reboot or remake. I do see that. It is bittersweet. It is a very, very, very complicated situation. It is.
You must be Sly Cooper, the new keeper of the cane. Oh, how I long for this.
This vault belongs to the Cooper family. You're trespassing.
No, my naive boy, you're trespassing. I've got the deed to this island. This fortress.
Hey,
is
Chapman.
mine. Everything here is
Donated $2
mine.
super chat. Give me 1 second.
The key to the vault. Hand over that cane.
Sorry, pal. Family heirloom. Buy a knockoff at the gift shop.
Quick, let's regroup with the others. Follow me.
Thank you so much, Chapman, for the $2. Sly's art style on Unreal 5 would look fantastic. Absolutely. No, I've always thought that I've always thought that. I think that would be absolutely amazing to see Sly Cooper, the Sly Cooper's comic art style in Unreal. Man, it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Let you believe you belong.
Jump for it.
I think it would be absolutely just fantastic. 11 out of 10.
We don't have much time.
Well done. Perfect. I mean, it's the perfect stylization for it, I think.
The title's gonna go. Hurry.
Right? The comic book style, it's just, man. For stylized games,
We're
it's
almost
perfect.
free. The boat's just up ahead.
All right, let's go.
There's
Bentley!
no escape, Cooper.
Getting squished.
You.
Help me out here. It's not working. Save yourself.
If he wants to eat this.
Sly, no! Hold on, Sly, hold on!
Yeah,
It's
no.
like they always say, your life really does flash before your eyes. There it all was, stretching back to my childhood. Born into a family of master thieves that went back for generations, I was next in line to continue the Cooper name. But fate had different plans.
The foreshadowing is real.
My childhood, when a ruthless gang attacked our home.
What it's like to sit there.
The orphanage I landed in wasn't all bad. It was there that I met my lifelong friends. Bentley, he's always been the thinker. And Murray, he's the doer.
Cookie
We stuck
stealing
together over the
plan.
years, and our skill, our confidence, and our thieving reputation grew stronger with each heist. We thought that the good times would never end, and that our luck would never run out. Which only made things tougher when the odds finally caught up with us. Then I met this guy, McSweeney, who claimed to have run with my father's crew back in their heyday.
McSweeney.
He pulled jobs all over the world and amassed quite a collection of priceless items. It was then that McSweeney told me all about the Cooper Vault.
Wholesome crime.
It seemed that my father, like all my ancestors, had been hiding their wealth in a secret place for generations, each one adding to the treasure hidden behind a door that, if McSweeney's story is true, only a Cooper can open. Using some well-placed clues provided by McSweeney, we set out for the secret island that held the vault. On arriving, we discovered someone by the name of Dr. M had already set up shop. From the looks of it, he'd been trying to crack the thing for years, growing steadily more frustrated in his failures and more paranoid as the decades rolled by. He built himself a fortress with security as tight as Fort Knox. Getting inside the place would take precision, creativity, and moreover, it would take an army of world-class thieves. Finding and bringing together that much talent won't be easy, but to get inside the Cooper Vault and collect my inheritance, I was willing to pay the price.
Hey, DJ PM, how are you doing? The Statue of Liberty hiding under the gold. I didn't catch that. Yes, I understand that. System. Hazard room, I guess. So yeah, that's almost a video within itself.
If we're gonna make it to the Cooper Vault, we'll need to perfect our thieving skills. I've rigged this place to push us to our limits.
I'm guessing these levers start the different trainers.
That's right. Each will initiate a streamlined crash course in grand larceny. I'll head for the control room, and we'll get things started.
Dish it out. I'm
Is-
ready.
Yeah, the hazard room in this flashback. Something I also want to mention too. So even if there is a soft reboot of the Sly franchise where it's like it's following the same story, just like a new game, could you imagine like the tutorial level being that cookie heist? Think about it for a second. Think about it where they do a tutorial on how Sly Cooper 1, but like we do a level before we go to France and meet Carmelita, and that level is the tutorial level, and it's the cookie heist. Think about that for a second. You actually play one level as like child Sly. Right? Like, could you imagine? Like, that would be cool, and that's the tutorial.
Thieves have one thing in common.
A ton of cash?
No, they never get lost. Use the right analog.
That'd be
stick
really
to
cute.
look
I think that
around
would be
the
really
house
cute.
room. Try to find the Cooper gang marker I'm projecting.
Nope. Ooh, found it.
Great. Now press down on the L3 button to ping a waypoint.
When I display the first comic, which we could play. Wish we could play through it though. Yeah, no, it would be really cool.
That's handy.
There we go.
These holographic markers are an invaluable tool for finding your way around in the field. Notice how the logo moves to the destination?
Yes.
Try clicking the L3 button a few more times to get the hang of it. Okay, head for the waypoint and we'll commence phase 2.
What's the most viewers I've ever had in a live stream?
Destination.
3,000? 3,000? Upwards. Around there.
Press L3 to
Hey! 8-year-old Bentley and Murray, and with 11-year-old. But
whatever's blocking your view.
no, because Carmelita wasn't at the. Carmelita wasn't at
Provided he doesn't
the.
break his neck getting up.
Not a problem for
I mean, we don't know. Was Carmelita there?
Hit the X button for a standard jump.
Oh, you've been.
The X button a second time while in the air for an extra high double jump.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ron's Cup of Curry, for being a member for 11 months, almost 1 year, eh? Right. So the big thing about a soft reboot
All right, Bentley.
is that
What's next?
just because it's the same base story, they can flesh it out more.
To do that,
Right.
we'll have to be able to look down at them.
Let me guess. Use the right analog stick?
Yep. Try to find the marker I'm projecting down there.
Right there, Bentley.
Excellent. Now look up at that pillar. I'm projecting another marker.
Right. So there we go.
Great. Now put all these skills to use and get to the remaining waypoints. Should be easy if you
Oh.
ping with the L3 button and look around.
There we go.
Nice. One down.
Oh, too far. So yeah, that's an idea that I would do. But also, here's the thing though. Here's the awesome thing about all of this. And I feel like that this is something that a lot of people don't realize with a soft reboot. The worst Sly Cooper was Sly Cooper 1. That was the worst Sly Cooper. Like, I think... okay, I don't think I can jump to it. I think I just... Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Good job, Sly. You made it. You're now.
Yeah, that was my elbow that popped.
Neatest of navigation tasks.
So think about this for a second. Is that... Completely lost my train of thought. Thanks, brain. Thank you for just yeeting that thought just out of my way. What was I just saying? Oh, gosh. You know his backstory, so you're trying to catch Sly? Yeah. Okay.
Heck of a page
The-
turner, that book.
I like okay. So let me explain a little bit more, Chitora, a little bit about let me clarify that statement,
I just jump and hit the circle.
because
Exactly.
let me
Try
explain.
getting over to the other platform.
It's not the worst Sly, it's the Sly Cooper that has the least amount of gameplay that's like what we now love and know for Sly Cooper. Right? It was very linear. It was very much like Crash and Spyro. You have a home world, you go to a level, you do the mission. The mission's pretty linear. You go through the level, collect the stuff, and then you leave. But then Sly 2 and Sly 3 was like, okay, we're not going to do that now. We're going to have this open world and then have these mini open areas and steal and thieve stuff, right? Imagine, though, with me for a second, what would Sly Cooper 1 look like with those mechanics? Right? What would Sly Cooper 1 with those mechanics look like? I like Sly 1, but I love Sly 2 and I love Sly 3 because of that open world mission aspect. What would it be like? Right? What would it be like if they did that for Sly Cooper 1? Right? It'd be significantly bigger. Absolutely. It'd be. But not just would it be bigger, but it would also allow the creators at Pixel Opus to be able to develop whatever it is that they want.
Hit the circle button when you're close to crawl in.
Oh, I'm sorry that you've been working 9 days straight, Rosie. That sounds bad. That shouldn't be a thing. Exactly, Edvard. Exactly, Edvard. That's exactly what I mean. They had some creative areas. Imagine them fleshed out. Hard to imagine considering Sly and Murray were the only ones in the field at the time. Wouldn't be too much in the variety department. Sure, but that can be expanded upon now, right? Right? That can be expanded upon now. Right? So I feel like that they can set, and then they can also try new things that the franchise has never seen before. Right? We can... Hey, Atonix Green donated $8 through Super Chat. Thank you so much. How do sentient animals eat meat? Anyone else how do sentient? Sentient. Is that what you mean? Sentient animals eat meat. Anyone else ever wonder that? The thing that we've always thought about is like
Getting inside
there are lower sentient animals that they can eat.
A group of specialists, each member contributing their own particular
Like I'll explain in a second. Hold on.
Murray back.
Thank you so much, Atomic Screen. I'll read the next Cowboy. I'll read yours in a second. Let me just finish the cinematic.
When Bentley was injured during the whole Clockwork affair, Murray blamed himself, eventually leaving the team. We tried to console him, but going out on his own was something he needed to do. He said he wanted to find his spiritual center. We got word that Murray ended up in the Australian outback, where he studied a mystic art called the Dreamtime from an Aboriginal guru. From all accounts, things went pretty well, and his teacher even sent him on a walkabout to locations all over the globe to complete the training.
Those JPEGs, though.
Latest reports have cited Murray in beautiful Venice, Italy, but what he's doing there is a mystery. I just hope he steers clear of the local mob boss, Octavio.
Yeah, Chris, I agree. That's one of the best things about Sly Cooper.
Everyone loved to hear
I can see your comments, Two-Tailed Gamer.
Said he was destined to be the next great tenor.
It's going well, Bat Boy.
But just as his career started to take off, musical tastes changed. Suddenly, it was all about rock music, and no one wanted to listen to opera anymore.
Meals.
He held on to a few fans, and it was these mobsters that took him into the business. Heading onto this guy's turf was dangerous, but worth it for a chance to make things right with Murray.
An opera of fear. Okay. So a whole bunch of donations are coming in. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Zakaway Coyote, for the $5 super chat during the cookie heist. Sign me up. I think it's in the comics. The question, though, is will it be Final Fantasy VII Remake like, or be more like Crash 4? The two examples that you gave, the better example would probably be Final Fantasy VII Remake like, kind of like a reboot. I think that would be the better example would be that, but I think the ultimate example would be the Ratchet and Clank 2016 release. I think that is like the ultimate example, but that even came out as a shorter budget game. I think using that, but expanding upon it, and not just like that's it. So there's so many amazing comments that are going on, so many crazy ideas that people are talking about. But I think the Ratchet and Clank concept is going to be probably the best yardstick to use. Glacia Galaxy donated $1. Thank you so much. I like Sly 3, but I didn't really like playing as other characters so much. By the way, I sent you all the game screenshots and the trailer. No rush on getting back to me. I understand you're a busy guy. Thank you so much, Glacia, and thank you so much for understanding. Being busy and having ADHD is kind of creates a very distracted human being. So thank you so much for understanding that. Chapman donated $2 to Super Chat. Can confirm saw a large pink hippo in the outback. Thank you so much. I appreciate the $2 Australian. So yeah, you would know. Hey, Cartoon Gamer, how you doing? So it kind of sucks that, yeah, we're probably not going to see like a resolution to Sly Cooper 4. Man, I miss Sly. I hope he does come back. I do too. Each of us have unique backstories and stories. Yeah, I kind of like that too.
I'm afraid it's a losing battle. Don Octavio runs the show in this neighborhood.
Thank you so much for the $2 Super Chat, man.
Noted. Huh. Looks like I found my way inside.
Well, that dome is covered in glazed tile. There's no way to climb up there.
Oh, come on, pal. There's always a way.
Of course there is. So again, I am the three predictions that I have on me. The three predictions that my channel's been talking about, and I'm holding to them. I'm not backing down. Not yet. Is Sly Cooper, Wumpa League, and Spyro 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got 2 donations back to back. We got a little train going. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cowboy. Sly 3 theme is my favorite in the whole series. It's a really good music. I love the music overall. Looking fresh today. Hey, thank you so much, Bat Boy. Absolutely love all the music in Sly Cooper. It's really nice, really sneaky, but really impactful. I really like it. Killer Squid 12 donated $5 through Super Chat. Thank you so much, Killer Squid. I appreciate that. Totally unrelated to Sly Cooper, but do you think you'll stream A Hat in Time sometime? I have actually streamed A Hat in Time before. I have. It should be in my past, if you want to look into it. I've thought about getting back into it, but I might get back into it if there's a sequel. So yeah, so I have streamed it before. If you want to go watch it,
Murray,
it's still a great stream.
That name's a stain pants, bro. What?
That's the stain in my pants. Flanny Man, give me 1 second.
Some fuzzy dice to come round here.
Dimitri, long time
Fuzzy
no
dice.
punch. See, you're still in jail.
And you still a crack a box.
Let's get past the name calling and get to business.
Looking for main man Murray, eh? Sorry, but I'd rather see you get busted big time. God! Polita!
Wait.
Oh my goodness. Okay, there is just like a whole bunch of donations coming in. Okay, I got a moment here to read them. Thank you so much, Flame Man, for the $5 Super Chat. There's so many examples of how the devs can handle Sly. With many different games that they can go off of, it's limitless. Absolutely, you are right, Flanny Man. Could you imagine all the different kind of heists that you can do now with all the new ideas you could have? We can have heists where Sly has to come in like skydiving. We can have Sly doing a whole bunch of different kinds of heists instead of just, walking in, grab, and leave. There's a whole bunch of different ways that this can happen now. With the technology that we have to be able to push the boundaries, I think that is going to be absolutely amazing. And I think that would be so, so, so cool. I'm so excited for a modern take on Sly Cooper with new technology, with new ideas. It's got me excited. The potential for it is quite literally limitless. So I am very, very, very pumped about that. Thank you so much to Cowboy Coyote for the $2 super chat. Do you think Kevin Miller will return? It's possible. I know a couple months back he was very much against the idea that there was going to be a new Sly Cooper coming back, but to my knowledge, he's gone silent about that. To my knowledge, I don't think he's answered too many questions as of late when it comes to Sly Cooper. But we'll have to see. Or it could be like an Andrew Garfield situation all over again, where Andrew Garfield was, screaming and shouting that he wasn't in the movie, right? So, Lozzie donated $7 to Streamlabs, rounding out the bar. Hashtag Team Even. Thank you so much for running out the donation bar to 260. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. We're now 1,740 away. Awesome. Thank you so much. Have you done Kingdom Hearts stream? Yes, I have. I could try. I mean, come on. Flattery always works with Dimitri.
Where's that generous nature you're so famous for? I always pegged you as the bigger man in these types of situations.
I'm a big man. Big with the payback and the sex appeal. Current, I control the beat on this track. You're just a dancer.
Alright, let's cut him a deal
If
then.
those cops get their mitts on me, who's gonna break you out of jail?
You might get this cell door open, but the cops would throw down and bust me on the way out. And then I'll get the double sentence. Grief.
Need a plan. Distract the
How about I
cops.
get the cops' attention, then run for it? Once they're all outside shooting at me, you can slip out no problem.
No, that's a plan I can get behind. Dimitri is free and Cooper is cooked. Key for sale is in head cop lady's office.
Okay, great. This other lock won't be a problem. I should be able to crack it by hand.
Get me out of here and I'll find Murray. No sweat. Just keep on the down low and out of sight near them coppers, bro. They're a bad bunch of bunnies.
Bad bunch
Your
of buddies.
attention, police. I thank you for your patience, but we're now ready for the presentation. As we all know, the canals of Venice have been mysteriously filling with tar for the last month. No one is sure of the cause, but the effects have been devastating on the local wildlife and tourist trade. Our sources believe that this
Of
man,
course.
Don Octavio, is potentially responsible for the disaster.
Don't mind me.
No hard evidence linking him to the
Come
pollution.
with me.
Get to receive a warrant to search his opera house mansion. So we're just going to have to do this Get out there and keep
Yoink. Of course it's Carmelita. Of course it's Carmelita. Why wouldn't it be Carmelita?
He's true to his word. We'll be talking.
There's Carmelita. That's right. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much for the $2 to Cowboy Coyote.
Where was I? Hold tight, boys. The power's on the fritz again. It'll calm down in a few minutes.
Better make sure you're under a desk. when
This
the
is her
lights come
third voice change. Oh.
Sly Cooper. Should have figured you'd show up. Grab him, boys.
Ba-da-da-dum.
I can see, da! I can see!
Come on.
Still like her voice in this game. I think I'm a second or first one.
On, off, on, off. Yawn.
There we go.
There be light.
I love her like,
This is sucking.
I've never heard that one before. Just the flat delivery. Just the flat This is sucking. Just a flat delivery. This is sucking. It was just so flat. Just so flat. And with the accent, this is sucking.
You look a lot better in the dark, Pedro.
I don't know. That just caught me off guard. It caught me right off guard. You look better in the dark, Pedro.
Yes, you are an ugly, ugly man.
I gotta wait here a minute or so. Thank you so much, Ronald, for the $2 super chat. Fun fact: and VA in this game is Latina. Okay.
There be light.
One more time.
Your hands to yourself, Liam.
What is Liam doing?
I can see, da. I can see.
Make up your mind already.
Hold on.
You look a lot better in the dark, Pedro. Really, you are an ugly, ugly man. Dark like the grave, huh?
On, off, on, off.
Where is the line though?
Jeez.
Come on, where's the line? This is sucking.
There be light.
If I hear "Let there be light" 3 times, fine.
Can you really crack this coconut?
Sure, just takes a light touch.
Thank you so much, Chapman, for the $5 super chat. LOL, this reminded me of Rain or Wolf Castle from The Simpsons, how flat their voices are. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Plump dog Murray. Big.
This safe will be tough to crack, but I've seen you open harder locks. Slowly rotate the left analog stick until you feel a vibration. Stop, then go in the other direction, again feeling for the vibration. Then a reverse direction again, and stop when you get the 3rd vibration. Once the green light goes on, let off the stick and you're in.
What? Got it.
I'll do like I promised and distract the cops so you can make your escape.
Solid. Don't worry, no mind. Straightway our password for Murray to find you. Meet at Rialto Bridge. Big Italian landmark.
Okay, guess it's showtime.
Hello, assorted meatheads. And lady. Anyone feel like some exercise?
Cooper, grab him, man.
And I'm out.
You've got some serious nerve showing up in my squad room.
I was concerned we were growing apart.
Then let's spend some quality time together in my interrogation cell.
So forward. What happened to the demure girl I used to know?
She grew up and stopped taking grief from guys like you.
Guys like me? Are you saying I've got some competition for your affections?
You're the only man in my sights right now.
Uh-oh. Thank you so much, Ronald, for the $5 super chat. The reason for her voice changing in each game is because she doesn't get much lines or cutscenes in each game. P.S. The VA from 2 voiced Neela more so. Or did you mean plus? So, yeah, I guess. I feel like I feel like as if that I don't know. I feel like they keep thinking of Carmelia's voice as a secondary thing. And honestly, I don't like it. It's like the sparks from it's like the sparks from the Legend of Spyro situation, right? Where it's like, all right, his voice keeps changing over and over and over again, and it's it's kind of annoying. So Murray!
Greetings, old Inspector Fox! Man, you're in it again!
Hope that manual works both ways.
That's right. Hide in the sewers like the rat you are.
Thanks for the quick escape. I owe you one. Again.
Of course, Searcher. We are all in need of peace.
You're really whole hog on this Dreamtime stuff, huh?
My mind is clear, like the woodland after a forest fire.
Listen, Murray, we need you back on the team. That thing with Bentley, it wasn't your fault. He doesn't blame you for the wheelchair.
Sorry, Sly. I walk a different path. My guru, in his wisdom, told me to lose myself and not return until the black water ran pure. So here I stay.
You sure he didn't tell you to get lost and not come back until you cleaned out the water filter?
Come on, I'm on a real spirit quest here.
Sorry. Tell me everything. I've missed you, pal.
Well, it's a long and awesome story. You got any gum?
What's with the gum? Thanks. Thank you again for the $2, Ronald. Sly 4's VA, Sly 4 VA voiced her most in the series. Yeah, because she was quite prevalent in the, in Sly 4.
Murray refuses to join the gang until the commitment to his guru has been fulfilled. Whether we like it or not, we've got to deal with Venice's tar problems in order to, as Murray puts it,
I'm having a hard time hearing.
pure. Thanks to Inspector Fox's fine detective work, we already know that Don Octavio is somehow connected. As non-law operatives, we'll be able to tackle the situation in a more head-on fashion. First, we break into Octavio's opera house. If he's hiding anything, we'll find it. We should also keep a close eye on the dog. Some photographic evidence of him connected to the tar might be enough to get the old mobster put away. Of course, meanwhile, I'll monitor local communication frequencies. With some luck, we might pick up some quality intel.
So here is the thing. I want you guys to think about something for a second to kind of wrap your head around. No, I already know how to play as Sly and Bentley. I really, really, really want you to really think about like how Sly Cooper, the next Sly Cooper, could look like. Think of Spyro Reignited. You remember the soft, beautiful colors. Think of the cinematics. Think of the cinematics from Spyro Reignited. How expressive, how fun, how great they are. And now apply that to Sly Cooper. Think about that for a second. And think about what they can do and the comedy that they can write and what the silliness and the hilarity and the lines that they can develop. Right? So, I think that would be very, very, very funny. And I really do think that the next Sly Cooper is going to be awesome. I really do. And I hope I really hope that it, everything that we've been hearing, it's not a giant red herring. Because here's the thing. When there's smoke, there's fire. Okay? When there's smoke, there's fire. Okay? There is so much smoke that there can't not be something happening in my eyes. That's the big thing, is that there's so much smoke, there's so much talks, there's so many people stepping forward, reputable, 50-50, pretty good. all saying in unison, Sly Cooper's coming back. Right? And the thing is that that's exciting. That's very exciting because the thing is, the bigger franchise between Sly Cooper and like Jak and Daxter was, well, Jak and Daxter. But the thing is that if they bring back Sly Cooper and it does well, they might turn and say, you know what, the next project we're going to do is Jak and Daxter. And then, what do you know? They'll bring back Jak and Daxter, developed not by Naughty Dog, but somebody else, right? In fact, I'm still shocked that they're going to be doing Sly Cooper over Jak and Daxter. But maybe they can do Sly Cooper on a smaller scale. 4K Clockwork. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine instead of like robotic clockwork, imagine literally seeing him like maybe them like hiding in like in the final level. They're hiding from Clockwork and you see the claw break through the wall, rip out and pull, and you can see like the imp mark of like the Claw Gang, the imprint of the Claw Gang on the wall, and then Clockwork's eye going in and like scanning Sly, right? Could you imagine, like, just imagine like cinematic bits like that, just Clockwork just ripping the wall apart and like peeling it back and hearing the screeching of the metal, and looking at Sly Cooper and looking at looking at all the different characters. There is so many potential amazing like cinematic pieces with a new Sly Cooper title that it's insane. Oh, they could do so much with Clockwork. Oh, they could do so much with them. Right? And it would just be absolutely amazing. Yeah, I've been waiting for you, Cooper. Yeah, like just hearing the Clockwork voice. Oh. Right? So seeing that is definitely something that is going to be super awesome. It's times like this I wish I had a PS5. Yeah, it's definitely been a hard time. I got mine like the day of. So the one thing in Canada that's kind of nice is that when new stuff like that gets announced, it doesn't open for pre-order right away for us.
Les Opera House is Octavio's base of operations.
Nice place. Sure to be a few coins laying around in there. What's the plan?
If you can get me inside to one of Octavio's computers, I should be able to hack his firewall and get the dirt on his operation.
Okay.
The dirt.
Have you got a point of entry? I'm guessing the front door's not the safest option.
That wooden hatch appears to be an ideal way to slip in undetected. Head down there and we'll meet up in a few minutes.
Give me a second here. No, my brain is just spurring with ideas. Is just absolutely just running and spurring with ideas. I am just with this concept. But yeah, so the one benefit about living in Canada is that when they say, okay, things are for sale right now, Canada typically is like, okay, no, it's like 3 to 5 days after when we find out that when we actually get it, By the way, I finally got a PS5. Nice, Ronald. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. And congrats. That's awesome. Oh, boy. You put something on Twitter that made you smile? Let's take a look. Okay. It's funny. I'm going to like it. I'm going to retweet it. But I'm not going to show it yet just because I don't want people to get spoiled just in case. Actually, I'm because I don't want. I don't want people to get spoiled about Spider-Man. It's really funny. I just saw it. It's really funny, but I don't want people to get spoiled. So I liked it. If anyone else has Twitter and they want to go see it, I liked it. Just go to my likes and you can see it, or go to Charles's page. I just don't want to spoil anything. Just in case, you know? Just in case. But I do appreciate it. And it is funny. And I like it a lot. But just in case. That's all. And I'm sorry. I just want to make sure. That's all. It's not from, like, Sonic or whatever. It's not like he spoiled anything about Sonic or anything. Don't worry about that. What's up? Well, bam! I just want to make sure. That's all. I just thought about it. I was like, hold on. Just in case. I know it's been a while, but I just want to wait just a little longer, just in case.
Octavio is known to rely on 3D technology to secure his property. In order to see the security measures, we'll utilize these depth optimizer goggles.
Functional and fashionable. Nice touch, Bentley.
Nice touch. Thank you so much for thank you so much for the $2, $4, $6, $8 in super chats, Ronald. I appreciate that. You got a PS5, but you don't have the right charger. It should be coming tomorrow. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. Yeah, it uses a weird the controllers use a weird charger. Thank you so much for all the donations. Thank you for the $8 in donations. I appreciate that, Ronald. Thank you.
To open this door, we'll need to press the 3D security buttons at exactly the same time. Okay? On my 3. 1, 2, 3. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Yeah, we got it. He didn't even say 1 and I pushed. If I remember correctly, there's a big, do you think Psycho will perform and review better than what Medieval did? And do you think that sequels for it? Because some series get one game to celebrate their anniversary and die again. I don't want that to happen for Sly. I would hope that that doesn't happen. But the big thing, too, is that if Pixel Opus wants to keep working on it or not. That's a big thing. That is a big thing that you have to also consider. Is that if the devs work on it and they loved it, and they, it sells well, and they say, hey, do you want to do a sequel? And they say, yes, then we probably would get it.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Got it. So if Pixel Opus wants to make another one and it performs well, it will.
I've made a number of improvements to my wheelchair, but none that can float me through this canal.
Don't worry about it, pal. I'm sure I'll find a way across.
Excuse me about that.
There'll be plenty of boats hanging around to make a nice bridge for you.
Okay, I'll wait for your signal.
And maybe Sly Cooper will be able to swim. Wouldn't that be cool? Instead of just, you know... Oh, they're looking at 3070. Ooh, nice. They liked the process, yes, but Days Gone also didn't review great. Which was unfortunate because I actually kind of enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the $2, Ronald. I mean, turtles and raccoons can swim in real life. Yeah. Sly Cooper swimming. Thank you so much, Chris, for oh dear, hold on. Sly Cooper swimming? I know, right? How terrible. Thank you so much for the $2, Chris Colatrella. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, everyone, for your donations tonight. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very happy that you are all here and supporting. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Ronald, for the $2 again. And Hippos literally walk and run underwater. Yeah, exactly. It would all be awesome. It'd all work. It would all work. It would all work. Thank you so much. Don't fry me. So Days Gone was a little bit of a weird situation where it didn't review great. It reviewed fine. But I think one of the big issues with Days Gone was that also the sales didn't really go as hot as some would have liked. I think some of the sales definitely floundered because of it. And I think it was a situation where it was the donation train keeps on going. Absolutely. We got a big donation train going. We've had like a donation almost every 2 minutes for like the past little bit. That's insane. I think Days Gone came out right at the end of like the zombie phase. Because remember with like Walking Dead, every game had a zombie. There was zombie games everywhere. Every game was a zombie game. There was zombie. And then eventually it was just like right when people were like, okay, we're getting really sick of zombie games, and then Days Gone came out. It's like, oh, they're not zombies, they're freakers. It's like, oh, there's...
That door ahead of you is reinforced. We'll need to bomb our way through it.
It's like, okay, right, but it's still like post-apocalyptic.
Thanks for the assist, Sly. Maybe I can
return
the favor with some well-placed explosives.
Right? And then people turn around and say, oh, and then people turn around and say, oh, but what about like The Last of Us?
Stand back.
Thanks, pal.
While, yeah, The Last of Us reviewed very, very, very well. And, hey, thank you so much, Ronald, for the $2 super chat. Imagine, Mark Hamill voices Clockwork. Yeah, imagine. It was still, thank you again for the $2. It was still different enough. It's a sequel to a post-apocalyptic game that already did well, right? So it did really well, and then it's the sequel, right? So if you have a game that does really, really, really well, then when you come out with the next game, right? People are gonna jump on.
This room's empty. Crawl a little farther. They've got to have a lock switch somewhere.
So yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you mean, Charlesy, with the resolution issues. Yeah, it's definitely a bit different. But yeah, no, hold on. Where do I need to go? Man? Yeah, Fortnite was also going to do zombies, but I think they stopped that. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on that. It was in beta for like 800 years.
Nice of you two to stop by for a little fatherly advice.
But anyway, when you have a successful game, there's people that are going to follow up, even though if it's a genre that's been well, like, overdone. Right? But there we go. Just die. There. Down you go.
Judging from the security, we must be getting close.
There we go.
It's
What were they called?
live.
Zombie? Well, that was the original concept. It was like the survive against zombies and build forts against them. And then they were like, hey, here's a battle royale just to kind of fill in the time while we work on the game. And then it just became the biggest battle royale ever. And then that was it. Here's an idea. Instead of zombie apocalypse, what's the next thing? What's the idea? Yeah, ow. But again, how about werewolf apocalypse game? The difference is that, okay, so the reason why that sounds like, okay, so here's the thing. Let's say this. So thank you so much for the $4. I appreciate that. I really appreciate the $4 in total. Here's the problem with the concepts of the zombie apocalypse. Apocalyptic games need to be able to have a concept where there's a believable chance that you can survive. One zombie it's mindless, it's stupid, it doesn't know what to do. It will walk off a bridge and die, and it's slow, right? That's what makes a zombie kind of like, okay, that's palpable to deal with. But the problem is that if you get touched or scratched or whatever by one, then you get infected, right? Or you die. You either die or you get infected. Here's the problem, though, is that they are big stupids. No brain, big stupid, okay? So if you're educated and you know what you're doing, you could corral them, you can make sure that they stay away. So in that aspect, there's still an advantage and there's a disadvantage, et cetera, et cetera. Big, stupid, no brain. And then of course their bodies. There's something else too that I feel like, I'll get to that in a second. But here's the thing. Here's the big thing. The big thing is that unfortunately, when it comes to let's say a werewolf apocalypse, let's say, the problem is that werewolves are bigger, faster, stronger, angrier, more, vicious in an apocalyptic setting, et cetera, et cetera. It just makes it that the humans can't win. Humans can't win. You can't win. You can't. Right? You can't win. You just just lose. And that just makes for not a very fun concept because you just lose. Right? There's no reasonable way to be able to win that. Does that make sense? There's no reasonable, even in a fictitious setting,
Synchronized watches
to
and
win.
1, 2, 3.
You just kind of lose. But a thought that came to mind that bothers me, and I know I keep pausing and talking, what about silver? Sure, silver, but like, the werewolves in a pack are going to, destroy everybody. Now, here is the other thing that here's another, not to mention smarter. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for the $2, Ronald. But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, though, that bothers me about zombie apocalypse movies, concepts, etc. And this is something that kills me, okay? As long as it doesn't include some concept of where the disease makes the zombie stronger the longer it's infected, like The Last of Us, okay? disregarding that concept, here's the thing that doesn't make sense to me. If, let's say, there was a zombie apocalypse, people start getting infected, and you know what you do? Okay, way smart, even more than humans. Thank you so much again, Ronald, for the $2. Here's the problem. All you gotta do is travel north. Go to where it snows. You wanna know why? Because when you go to where it snows, right? The human body can't handle the exposure. And over time, in sub-temperature water, or in sub-temperature areas, that zombie's bones are going to start falling off. It's going to start cracking, and it's going to start falling apart, and it start becoming mush. And that's it. Because the body can't handle exposure like that. It can't. It can't. Right? It cannot handle it. Its body would literally break down, right? And all you got to... do you mean brittle? Yeah, brittle. Yeah, you're right, brittle. That's the perfect example. It would become brittle. The body would become brittle and then eventually just fall apart. That's it. Just fall apart. So all you would have to do is wait out a couple, like 2 seasons. If the bones don't become brittle, the muscles will freeze and lock up. Exactly. That's exactly right. Exposure. No one talks about exposure with zombies. No one talks about that, right? Did you know that that's how a lot of people die? Is exposure to the elements. Like, that's how they die. And people seem to not realize... You're just making Canada sound like the best place in the zombie. Kinda, yeah.
Just as long as you're enjoying yourself. That's the important.
Sure, it's easy to debunk the idiocy of zombie logic. It's hard to make it compelling in 2022. Exactly.
System and let's get out of here.
Oh, it'll be a snap extracting the details on Octavio's operation from this old dinosaur.
The Walking Dead Worlds, you cover that. I haven't watched Walking Dead since jail. The start of the jail area.
Guess the dinosaur has teeth. I'll hack as fast as I can. Watch my back. There are sure to be guards on the way.
Yeah, just exposure just kind of ruins the whole, you know, zombie logic in my eyes, to me. It doesn't make sense. Of course, people in, areas that... Ow. What the heck? Halfway there, I'm getting rocked here. Okay, I got rocked there. One hot place... Yeah, exactly. No, that's right. That's also right, too, Nixion. Is that hot places would literally... have their bodies just start to rot faster, and then it's just like skeletons, right? And skeletons without muscle, it doesn't...
Halfway there.
At the end of World War Z. Okay, yeah, see, like, that's it, right? It doesn't make sense. Okay, sure. Okay, like, yeah, the bacteria element, but I'm sure, like, let's just say for fiction's sake that it's resistant to it, right? Fine, we can go that far. But in terms of, like, sheer exposure, yeah,
now
no.
we can find out exactly what Octavio is up to.
In terms of exposure, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Would you rather peek at your presents before opening them or get an extra present? Get an extra present, yeah. Absolutely, I'd get an extra present. I can wait. when I was a kid, of course, what is the most believable zombie game / movie for you? I'll have to think about that for a second. Werewolves are way more prepared for the elements. Yes, they are. That's why it still wouldn't make sense. Because it wouldn't be a fun game. Because it's like, well, GG, humanity lost. GG, humanity lost. We lose. Right, okay, we lost. GG for the human race. And he plans on playing Lego Star Wars. Not at the moment. I might pick it up for me and my son to play when we go up north in October, maybe. But yeah, that would be the extent. I wouldn't play it for myself. And here's why, because I'm about to spoil something, or not spoil something, let me recorrect it, not spoil something, but I'm about to reveal something. I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars. But I'm not like a Star Wars mega fan. I like Star Wars, right? I'm not getting into like the lore of it. I'm not digging deep into it. They you know, I don't understand why one movie is bad and why one movie is good to the fan base. I just like what I like and don't like what I don't like. Period. Right? So that's kind of that's kind of like for me when it comes to Star Wars. I'm also not like too familiar with the Lego games in general because I don't know, when I was a kid I just wasn't interested in them for some reason. And I look back and I think I'm like, why was I not interested in them? You know, it's Lego, right? And just for some reason I just wasn't. I was very much playing games. By the time the Lego Star Wars games started to come out, I was playing games, not that I shouldn't, but probably more advanced for my age. Like I was, for example, I was playing Warcraft 3 when everyone was playing RuneScape. Charles, he donated $1. Since the topic's werewolves here, here's a joke. Why do werewolves make the best students? Because their results are outstanding. Oh, that's awful. Oh, that's terrible. I love it though. That is hilarious. I like Firefly a lot more. Take my love. Take my land. Take me to where I can't stand. I don't care. I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. I loved Firefly. I loved Firefly. Good, the fanbase is incredibly toxic. Oof. Oof. But you see, that's where it's like... That was the thing, was that, like, you know... Ooh. Do I have any coffee mugs? I think I do have a coffee mug in my on the Teespring store. So you go to the spring, go to the Canadian Guy A logo. There should be a Canadian Guy A logo for a mug. I think there should be. Hey, Nixion, but I would love to get like a specific design for mugs. That would be awesome. Star Wars, that is. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I've always seen people scream Star Wars, and I'm always just like, oh, you know, pew, 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 Star Wars, cool. You know, lightsabers, awesome. Like, that's it. It's just like, you know, like, for example, like, I love Boba Fett. Like, I love Boba Fett. Boba Fett's cool. I like the bounty hunter aspect. I like the, this is the way. I like the killing people, and not killing people, but the eliminating people in cold blood, right? Like, just a cold-hearted bounty hunter. I like that.
Great. You want me to take him?
No, we need evidence that he's behind this city's tar epidemic. With some incriminating photos, we might be able to help the cops prosecute him and put an end to this nonsense.
Never thought we'd be helping out the cops.
Really? You always seem eager to aid Inspector
Yeah,
Mott.
Mando.
Yeah,
But
well,
I
she's
love
different.
Mandalorian.
Your average law enforcer isn't that, I don't know, attractive. Hold up, here he comes.
Thank you again for all the donations tonight, Cowboy Coyote. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Despicable.
Get a picture before he finishes. This is perfect. Use your binoculars to take photos.
Of the boss. There we go.
Excellent. A few more of these and the cops will bury this guy. Follow him. He might be headed for some more polluting.
I'll probably watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. Like, I think I haven't seen all the Star Wars movies. I've seen all of them except for the last one of the new trilogy. The reason why is because would it be 8? Episode 8. I hated 8. I absolutely loathed 8. I absolutely just loathed 8 with every fiber of my being. I hated it. In terms of like even as just like a casual Star Wars fan, I hated it. I absolutely just loathed it. So I never saw episode 9 because it was like, oh, I really liked because I really liked episode 7. I did. I really, really liked episode 7. I did. I saw it like twice in theater. I was like, hey, this is actually really cool. You know, I was like, I actually really thoroughly enjoy this. This is cool. And then I saw 7 and I was like, what happened? And then I heard nothing but mixed responses about episode 9. And then it was just kind of like, alright, I'm not even going to bother to go watch it. I don't know. It was just like, it felt like J.J. Abrams set up a bunch of like really good story points in episode 7. They're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, here we go. And then episode 8 came along and it was just like all over it. It was like, well, all right, I guess. It was like, okay. Yeah, and then episode 8, he's just a grumpy, angry, despiteful man. But also we're looking here. He's over there. There he is. But then you look at like Lucas himself basically said the trilogy is not canon to the other episodes. Well, I lost him.
He's on the move again. Keep it up, Sly. This is some great work.
Yeah, it was just an angry tug of war between two directors, and it was like, this is awful. What? You need to be quieter.
He's on the move again. Keep it up, Sly. This is some great work.
Yeah, it was just like, who are your parents? So I never saw 9 because it was like I said, I really enjoyed 7. I did, for me. And as a casual Star Wars fan, I really liked liked episode 7. As a casual fan, I was like, hey, this was fun. Right? Like, and I felt that. I was like, hey, this seems pretty good. And then he was just like, all right, episode 8, here we go. And it was just terrible. Yeah, that's what basically I've heard, like, the general consensus is, like, 9 tried to fix what happened in 8, and it just ended in a jumbled mess. Hey, Venomous, how's it going? It just kind of just ended bad. And I think everyone was saying it should have just left JJ to just direct the entire thing.
Imagine clogging a delightful water wheel with deadly sticky tar. Monstrous.
Yeah, that was my, like,
Keep
eh.
on. We want to make sure all this horrible polluting is fully documented.
9 is like a sequel to a movie that didn't exist. That's kind of funny, actually. So basically, because when I saw the trailer and heard Palpatine's laugh, I was like, what? I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. How are they gonna plot hole their way through this? And I thought, like, okay, before I go see it, I'm gonna see what the reviews say and go from there. And then I saw the reviews and everyone was just confused. And I was like, alright, I'm not even gonna go see it. And alas, ended my Star Wars, theater experience.
He seems to be working a switch, but there's no tar anywhere. Yet. Get a photo anyway.
Which is really unfortunate because, like I said, episode 7 was a little easy. It was like, I will say that, like, it was, the problem with 7, the one issue with, like, 7 was that it was another Death Star, but it was, instead of a Death Star, it was a Death Planet. And it was kind of like, alright, I guess, another, how many Death Stars do we need?
He's doing something, but what?
Alright, it was a Death Planet.
I can't believe it. He flooded that aquarium with tar. All those poor dead fish. As much as I hate to see what heinous crime this fiend will do next, you should probably keep on his tail. Someday the people will know the truth due to your pictures.
Do I think that it's making platformers are making a huge comeback? Yes, but I think people need to realize, and I think what happened was that platformers are relatively easy to develop.
See if you can latch on to the car Octavio is riding.
Now, let me explain what I mean by that.
From the look on his face, it seems important.
So here's the issue. Platformers nowadays are very easy to be able to develop, okay? Hey, Charles, you donated $1. A cement mixer collided with a prison van on the M25. Police are actively on the hunt for 12 hardened criminals. Yeah, that 12 hardened, I see that. But let me explain. Let me explain as to why they're easy. So let me give context to this. Okay? Platformers are easy to develop in the sense that I could literally open up Unreal, okay? Open up Unreal, take a character, drop them in, make 3 platforms and an end goal, and that's it. Jump, 1, 2, 3, end goal. That's a platformer. Done. You got most of the mechanics of a platformer. It's jump and move forward. Okay? However, in its simplicity is its difficulty. In its simplicity is its difficulty. Let me explain. Okay? I know there's a whole bunch of people left, probably angry. Let me explain. Okay? Here's the thing. Is that's not fun. That's not fun. Having 3 platforms and an end goal is not fun. The difficulty of developing a platformer is easy, but the difficulty is making it fun. The difficulty is making it so that people want to play through it and platform their way through it. That is where it gets hard. The difficulty is trying to make it as, how can we make it not overcomplicated, fun, and straightforward? But, etc. You can have complex platformers with just strictly complex platforming. You can have a simple platformer with other elements. You can have this. There's all these things. You can have half platforming and half another element. The point is making a platformer fun. A collectathon platformer fun. That is where it gets hard. That is where it's like, this is difficult. This is not easy. This is hard. That is where the difficulty lies. Once completed or during development, you need to ensure it's compatible with the chosen... Yep. So, it's like, okay. And again, it's not a matter of, oh, it's easy. The concept of making platformers is very easy. The concept of making a good platformer is hard. So when we say to make platformers, that exactly, Troy. That is why we have tons of subpar games out. It is hard to make something that sticks out. Yes.
But nobody suspects a thing. But still, is it gonna be enough to get things ready for my opera recital? Well, when the people come to see me sing, I want to make a show. They keep a-coming. Even if they don't feel like it. One way or the other, there be opera fans again. Hey, hey, hey! Okay, sister.
That Thieves! He's twisted a time-honored amusement park ride into a tool for wrongdoing. Break open the control panel with your cane. I'm on my way to do a little rewiring.
They're breaking platforms. Absolutely they were.
Look away if you must. You're about to witness the dark side of electrical engineering. Kill a bunch of poor innocent fish, will he? That'll do it.
Exactly, Chris. And that is the problem with platformers today. The problem with platformers today, not today, but that is what happened. But this is what happened back in, I want to say, late 90s and mid to late 90s and early 2000s. What happened is that because platformers became accessible to play and use, companies started pumping out platformers left, right, and center. Bang, 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 bang. Easy. Bang, bang. Next. And they were all subpar. A lot, not all, but there were a lot of subpar garbage platformers. And I mean subpar garbage. right? It was just go to point A to B to C, collect the thing, go to the next thing, yay, you win. And it was nothing but subpar garbage. A lot of it was. A lot of it with no original ideas, with no... just nothing. Literally no sustenance other than just B-grade platformers. Garbage. And so what happened was that us as consumers started to not really play or pick up platformers like that anymore because, well, we're not interested. We're not interested in playing another B-grade platformer, right? So then what happened is that then investors look at the numbers, right? Right? The investors look at the numbers and say, there's no, these platformers are not making money. And it spoiled a lot of the really good platformers that were out at that time. Because people were looking, they're like, the investors would look and say, these platformers are not making money. So we're going to stop funding these projects and start funding other projects. Therefore, those big games that these platformers that people were coming up with were not getting funded, period. You have this great platformer that was invented and not being funded and just sitting in people's drawers or on their computers, all just sitting there. Just nothing. Just sitting there, rotting away. And these $1 million ideas are just sitting there rotting away because the concept has been contrived and used so much, and people aren't picking it up anymore. People weren't picking up platformers anymore. So it was just like, it's another, back at that time is another platformer, another this, another that, right? But now we haven't been seeing too many AAA platformers. We haven't seen too many AAA platformers other than, well, like Mario, right? But Mario was Mario, right? So now we're starting to see them saying, okay, we're going to approach these platformers again in a modern setting, but we're going to twist it. We're going to do something different. We're going to do something new. We're going to do something fresh, and we're going to make it not just a basic A to B to C platformer. And it's starting to work, and people are starting to notice. Even titles beyond Crash and Spyro, right? But you can't just sit there and start pumping out platformers like they're easy again. You have to be careful.
You better get over here. My sources tell me that Octavio has hired the Blue Viper Gondola Gang to take out Carmelita.
The Blue Vipers? Those guys are nasty. We've got to get to them before they get to her.
She's off on her daily patrol. The thugs can't be far behind.
On my way. Just make sure to have one of those police boats hot-wired by the time I get there.
Let's see. Just cross the blue wire with the red wire and shazam!
Just in time. There go the Vipers.
I'll shoot. You drive, Sly.
Platforming games peak with Shrek 2 anyway. Sure they did. Thank you, Ron, for the $2. Mario, Sonic, and a little bit of Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
This canal is packed with
That's
ships.
why everyone stopped making them. Couldn't beat perfection. Of course.
Let's take these guys out.
I mean...
My gun overheated. Yes, I should use short burst.
Oh. Can't hit that peak. So yeah, that's where it's like, okay, but also Nintendo took advantage of that because they're like, hey, if we keep making high quality platformers and not low quality garbage, people are gonna know us as the platforming, like the platforming console or people. So that this is why a lot of these people started to stay with Nintendo, because Nintendo were the only ones really developing platforming games or games that really focused on platforming, right? But now we're starting to see people realize, okay, hold on, there's more to it now, right? But that's why we had kind of, with like in the 2010s era, there was almost like very few platformers that really did well, right? Or were made in general. But now people are starting to come back with it and like, okay, here we go. We're starting to, at the end, which is when we started to see Spyro and, you know, Crash Bandicoot at the end of the 2010 era. Now we're in the 2020 era, and we're starting to see more of like the classic titles that worked before come back. How about Rocket League? Like, do you think Banjo-Kazooie is going to miss the platform resurgence? So, unfortunately, it's possible. Now,
way to go. That's the end of the Blue Vipers.
There is only... I only see one situation with Banjo-Kazooie coming back.
Another uneventful patrol. This city's beautiful, but a bit quiet for my taste.
You have a logger. Thank you so much for continuing to cover these great... Hey, no problem, Eddie Brock.
I hope you realize that by saving Carmelita, we're only making our operation here more difficult.
Maybe so, but what's the fun in stealing if there's nobody trying to catch you? Besides, she's helped us out in the past.
That, and you've got a thing for her.
And I've got a thing for her. Look, I'll keep this straight. It might be useful for later. You stay out of trouble.
I love how he just fully like, and I got a thing for her. Yes. Are you happy? That's funny.
So, according to these decrypted files, Octavio is pumping tar from underneath the foundations of buildings so he can sink them into the canals on a whim. He's going to demonstrate this destructive ability to the people of Venice during his opera recital on the first day of Carnival. To counter this threat, we'll first destroy the balloons inside, advertising the recital. If no one shows up, he'll have no reason to sink a building. Next, the blueprints to the main tar vacuum have been cleverly split into 3 parts and hidden in local coffee houses owned by Octavia. Unfortunately, they're under constant guard, so you'll need to use a disguise to get us inside. Also, some big
About Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, let me finish this first.
as insurance for the recital. Given their size, I think it's prudent to fool Carmelita's 8 mercenaries into taking them out for us. And finally, we'll have to convince Murray into taking to the field. If he's learned the aboriginal ball form, it'll be just the thing for destroying the local tar reservoirs.
Okay. So a couple questions here that are actually really good. So there is only one situation that I see Banjo-Kazooie coming back. Wow, what was it? It sounded like I was saying, January, but like, why are you just... Thank you. January. Anyway, I'll say this. Here is my only thing that I see of Banjo coming back. Legitimately. Legit. The only way I see them coming back right now is that if... Charles, you donated $1. The problem, in my opinion, with 3D platformers in the 90s were technical limitations. Mario 64 was open world, but very pixelated. Crash Bandicoot 1 was HD, but had very smaller playing field to accumulate. Spyro was the first to incorporate HD graphics in an open world. Hey! Oh, someone bought a mug! Hey! Thank you! Oh, Let's talk about that. Ooh. I think I know who bought it. Thank you so much for the $1. Yeah, I can see that. Anonymous bought a mug. Awesome. So let me explain something. The only thing that I see is that after the Xbox acquisition goes through of Activision, is that after that, Toys for Bob turns around and pitches to remake Banjo-Kazooie a la Spyro Reignited style. And then Rare agrees. That would be the only way that I see Banjo-Kazooie coming back as a remake. Period. That's it. That's all. In terms of the starstruck possibilities, that is the only situation. Because the problem is that Banjo-Kazooie is leading off on the wrong foot because the head of Rare has already gone on record to say that they don't want to remake games. That they don't want to remake games unless the game brings something more to the table. Thank you so much, Ronald, for the $2. I can still see some tension between Sony and Xbox, maybe. That is literally the only way that I see Banjo coming back in any way. The head of Rare has already stated that they don't want to work on titles that doesn't bring anything new to the table. And if it doesn't bring anything new to the table, then the head of Rare is not interested in it. And he stated that publicly. I've made a video about it. And it doesn't seem to be a money thing. And because Xbox works autonomously, where they let the developers decide what they want to work on, they let them decide. They're like, hey, you want to work on that? You want to work on that? Great. You don't want to work on that? Fine. Right? With Spartacus. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Thank you again. I'm excited. That's awesome. I'm happy to see that you got the let's talk about that mug. So yeah, that is literally, where do you get the mug from? I got a mug on my Teespring store. Like, would you change about the game if you had to get a remake? And do you think it aged as well as, say, Spyro Crash? I definitely think it's definitely aged well. I do like Banjo a lot. Hey, Venomous donated $10 to Super Chat. I think the reason why some are expecting more of a remake or soft reboot and not Sly 5 is because Sly hasn't been around a decade, so they would need a new way to introduce to new folks. Thoughts? Hey, thank you again. Thank you again, Ronald, for the $2 as well. So wouldn't be surprised if Sony in the future. Thank you so much, Venom. Man, we're getting a whole bunch of donations tonight. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for your amazing contributions. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Joshua donated $1. I dedicofied a video of mine. Also, the CG mug is good. Yes, the CG mug is good. Good Canadian coffee. I would love to come out with like a Canadian guy like coffee blend one day. That would be awesome. Like just like one of those weird celebrity blends where it's like, but it would be a blend that I would actually use every day. In the future, they decided to buy the rights of Crash and Spyro. I don't think that that's on the table anymore with them buying the rights of Crash and Spyro right now. I don't think so. I think Xbox is going to be like, nope, we have it. Done. Detacofied. Oh! Detacofied. I was like, is this a word? I entirely blame myself. It's a good meme. Detacofied. I buy that. Absolutely. Like, it would be a coffee blend that I would, like, go to, like, roasteries and, like, try this and try that. Try this, try that. Until eventually I got to, it's like, yes. So anyways, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that people don't know about that Sly hasn't been prevalent, therefore they're not going to reintroduce a new one. I don't think it's that. Because if you get, for example, take a look at Metroid Prime. Right? That's the big thing. It's like Metroid Prime was a Metroid Prime 4. There hasn't been a Metroid Prime in a long time, right? Not as long as Sly Cooper's been gone for, but it's been a while since there's been a Metroid Prime, and they're releasing Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, I can see the shirts too. Really? Is there like a weird... Hold on. There might be a... Hold on. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can grab the... Let me see if I can quickly grab the mug merch for anyone. Let's hope they don't become Xbox exclusive. They probably won't. I don't think they will. Thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate that. Give me a second here. Let me just pop into one of my own videos. Go to the link, and let me see if I can throw the link into... So I don't need to hear myself talk again. Hold on. Load. Where is the Teespring store? Why is it not loading? Hello? Some more. Huh. That's weird. My Teespring stuff is not showing below. What the heck? Okay. What's going on with that? Has my merch not been showing at the bottom of my YouTube? What in the heck? That's not cool. That's not Cash Money. That's awful. Okay. 1 second. First things first, let me quickly go to the store. No. Okay. Home. Analytics. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. Just give me a second here. I might actually have to do this later as well and start fixing a few things because it would seem that something is not staying on the bottom of the videos. Just says spring. Okay, let me take a look here. Okay. So if we click Classic CGE, yeah, so you can click the logo and you can click the design and then grab the thing after, okay? Okay, so let me see here. Sorry, everyone, 1 second. I'm going to show the design and scrolling down will show other products. Yeah. I might have to turn around. I might. Okay. So I'm happy that he found it. Oh gosh, this is getting me a little frustrated. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. 1 second again. Like, there's just something goofy going on here. But yeah, hold on. So I'll just quickly show you guys if you guys want to see. Here, take a look. So what you would do is that you go to the shirts, right? It's the air quote featured products, right? We have the classic CG logo, which, by the way, I will be uploading a mustache logo soon. Penta Penguin, Graffiti, Graffiti Dingo, How's My Exhaust Taste, Trouble with Charlie, Let's Talk About It, black and white. So what you want to do is that you want to go to the merch store, right? And let's say you want to go King Classic CG logo, right? You have the 3 colors and all the sizes, but you can scroll down and there's other products, right? You can get yourself a tote bag, you can get socks, a pullover hoodie, mug. There's the mug there. You can get different colored mugs for whatever you like, right? You can get leggings if you're into that. You can get like yeah, you can get leggings, I suppose. Poster, you can get kids shirts, cases, whatever you want. You can do that, and then you can go back here, back again, back, and then you can go to, let's talk about it, right? So there's a whole bunch of all different colors, but then you can scroll down here and you can have a pillow for this one. You can grab a mug and then put whatever color you want on it. Are there any more options for the Trouble of the Trolley design? There absolutely is. Should be. Probably. Most likely. Hold on. So we go to the Trouble with the Trolley, right? What do we got here for the Trouble with the Trolley? We got... Okay, so there is 4 products. There's classic tee, premium pullover, women's comfort tee, and leggings. Right? So boom. You can also get some different colors as well. There's a dark blue, but you can go with black. You can go with whatever colors that you want. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever color you want. Go to the hoodie. Boom, boom, boom. Right? You guys want a trolley mug? Okay, I'll see if I can get something sorted out for that. You can get different colored leggings with whatever you want. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, you want a Trouble with the Trolley mug? Okay, so what I will do is that if you guys want, I will like start making some like if you want, I can start making some more like mug designs specifically. If you guys want, I can do that. And then we can like, yeah. We can, and then I'll make sure that's kind of, trolley mug would be funny. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Maybe we'll come up with a mug line. Just ordered a tea. Awesome, Charlesy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You're the best. Aw. Thank you. And maybe what I'll do is I'll come up with like a specific design just for mugs. Like just something designed for mugs specifically. Like a nice like CGE.
Bentley, looks like you found one of Octavio's Vincenetti goons. You on your way to the police station for the old bait and switch?
Yeah, he's following me. Too close for comfort. You gotta move.
So, but anyways, back to your question, Venomous, about kind of like why they would
get those mercenary apes involved.
Hey, all you fake cops, go home. We don't need no more stupid dogs in Venezia.
So the big thing is kind of learning about. The big thing is that I think it's because of the reaction.
Cop, but I've got feelings, pal. Maybe just perfect.
You talking to me, fruitcake? Cause I don't need a date.
Eat missile, punk.
This was a good plan, Bentley. Now we can just sit back and watch the fireworks.
Thank you. I pride myself on deviousness these days. With her ape guard under fire, there's a 93% chance that Carmelita will arrive and take out the entire Vincenetti gang.
Devious.
There she is.
Inspector Fox, I'm glad to see you. This Vincenetti puke is giving me all I can handle.
Stand your ground, soldier. We'll take them together.
Oh. So anyway, I think that the reason why they're doing a soft reboot with Sly Cooper is because of 4. 4 is such a stark... It has such a stark difference, not difference, but a stark opinion. There are people that absolutely just love and loathe 4. And 4 is such a really mixed bag of cats. It really is. It's so mixed. People argue all the time whether or not, was it a good Sly game? Was it not a good Sly game? The only thing that like people are like, well, it shouldn't have ended on a cliffhanger. And when you end the game on a cliffhanger and then reboot it, that's going to cause some sour grapes.
The guys are everywhere. I'm not going to last long without some additional firepower.
No, it's okay, Charlie. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. Take your time. So, yeah. It's a situation. It's a problem. And I still say that Sly Cooper 4 was at one point of the game, in my opinion, was the best Sly Cooper at one point. The first 2 missions of Sly Cooper 4, loved, adored. I mean, like, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. It was so, I was like, man, this is great. And then for me, it just, Bob happened. When Bob happened, everything just went down for me. When Bob happened, the whole game nosedived.
I need backup and I need it now.
The whole game nosedived for me and crashed. Story-wise, gameplay-wise, conceptual-wise, it just crashed. And that's why for me, still, you know, 4 really, really just died for me. Right? But it wasn't just Bob. Like, it was like all the other ancestors too after Bob just kind of sucked. And their abilities were just either kind of like questionable at best, or just enhanced powers of regular things that Sly Cooper already had. Like, the whole point of like Ryoichi Cooper and I can't remember his name right now. The cowboy. It was great. He was great.
Good work, man. For mercenaries, you fought with honor and distinction. I'm proud of you.
They wanted to make episode 5, or the final episode as DLC. And that is wrong. Right, Venomous? So, here's what happens, alright? Wrong as in, like, not that it's wrong, like you know, that's incorrect. Tennessee Kid Cooper, that's right. Alright, so, I'm going to tell you a little secret, and then I gotta run to go get some water. I'm going to tell you a little secret, okay? Raise your hand, okay, if a TV show... Here we go. Raise your hand if there was a TV show that you loved, okay, or enjoyed, or watched, and the final season ended on a cliffhanger. Or the season ends on a cliffhanger on season 1, or the season ends on a cliffhanger every single season. It ends on a cliffhanger, or the final finale of the season is ended on a cliffhanger. Okay? Seeing already some people saying raise their hand. Okay? I'm going to explain something to you. If you don't know, before I came to YouTube, I worked in broadcasting. Okay? I've worked in broadcasting. I worked on animated shows. I was an animation QA editor. I was, and I went to school for this. Went to school for it. This is what I do. So let me explain something. Okay. Cliffhangers there are such things as what's called Hail Mary cliffhangers. Okay. Hail Mary cliffhangers. What that is, there's cliffhangers. So, for example, there's cliffhangers that we already know. Arcane is one. Yeah, thank you so much for the $2. But that's not a Hail Mary cliffhanger. They knew season 2 was coming. Okay? They knew season 2 was coming. So, that wasn't a Hail Mary cliffhanger. A Hail Mary cliffhanger is behind the scenes, the producers and the scripts and the writers know that, okay, if we don't do well this season, the show's going to get canceled. But they can't publicly state that. They can't come out and say, listen, everybody, if you don't like this season, we're going to cancel this show. All right? And here you go. Nope, you can't do that. So if they know, okay, we can do one of two things. The producers and the higher-ups are telling us, if the show doesn't do these numbers, that's it. This is your final season. So it's up to the writers and up to the producers to say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We need to either say this is going to be the season finale, where we're going to end it, and this is it. We're choosing to end it. We're going to tie up all the loose ends, and we're going to end it. Or we are going to try to end the season on a massive, gigantic cliffhanger to try to get people to talk about it so much that they get it approved for at least 1 or 2 more seasons. And I like the first one, where if they say, hey, listen, this could be your final season, take it or leave it, what if you don't make these numbers? And if I know the show can't make the numbers, I say, all right, let's make this the season finale. Let's tie up the story bits. Let's make this cool. Let's make this awesome. But a Hail Mary is a way to say, you know what? I want this show to keep going. I want this show to keep going. But the producers are saying it's going to cancel. So I'm going to fire a Hail Mary. I'm going to fire. And I am going to make it so that if there is no additional season, all the current fans are going to be angry. I'm going to do it on purpose. I'm going to anger fans on purpose. And I'm going to anger fans on purpose to turn to the producers and the higher-ups so that it forces their hand for a new season. Because if they don't bring a new season, everyone's mad at them. And it is a scumbag thing to do. It is a very, very scumbag thing to do. Because what happens is that you literally are trying to put the productions company's reputation on the line because you're throwing a tantrum to make sure that the show keeps going. You're throwing a tantrum because they're like, hey, it's not running numbers. Listen, we're going to cancel the show because we want to fund other shows so that they have a chance in the limelight. And so what they do is they pull a grenade and they hold it up and they're like, all right, here we go. You cancel it and you're going to have online backlash like crazy. Your call. That's what it is. It's not a nice thing to do, because then the producers are like, well, okay, time to look at the numbers. And they look at the numbers. They're like, your show didn't perform, so we're going to cancel. We're going to cancel your show. They cancel the show, and then all the fans are, what? Why? No, you can't do that to us. How dare you? You're terrible. You're awful. You're stupid. You're... And then, you know, all the ABC, Fox, all the people that distribute and fund this stuff, everyone's screaming at them, and everyone's like, we're sorry, we tried to get the show going. We want to keep it going, but they don't want to fund it anymore. Knowing that they were warned already, hey, your show might not get approved for the next season. Here's why. It's not doing numbers. And they blow it up. And that's what happens. So if you ever see... It's never like, okay, they start season 3 or season 4, they get halfway through, and then they cancel it. Okay? Now, here is why Sly Cooper 4 ended on a cliffhanger. The reason why Sly Cooper 4 ended on a cliffhanger is to try to sell a DLC. And that, to me, is such a scumbag thing to do by Sanzaru. They do that. They turned around and they're like, you know what? Instead of wrapping up the episode within the funding or whatever, we're going to end it on a cliffhanger so that you have to pay for the DLC. You have to pay for the DLC to see the ending. Imagine paying a ticket to go see a movie. You get to the end of the movie, and then a big sign says, hey, $5 to see the final 20 minutes. That is what Sanzaru did. And that, to me, is wrong. That, to me, is wrong. To me, that is... No. That's scummy. Because you are turning the fans' anger towards...
Not very subtle, posting a full-time guard in front of a coffee house.
DLC is supposed to be after the story is over. Here's other content to play.
If we're going to get inside and at the blueprints, we can't raise any suspicion.
I'm with you. I'll approach the guard while...
No, DLC never got released.
Next shift. When the coast is clear, you head inside and swipe the blueprints. With me standing out front, no one will know that something's up.
So, what happened with Sly Cooper 4? Maybe I'll make a video about this, literally titled, Why Sly Cooper 4 Ended in a Cliffhanger. Right? Maybe I'll literally make this an entire episode and explain what happened. They literally said, they're like, oh yeah, we had the final episode ready for DLC, but then we weren't approved for it. Instead of saying, okay, we need to readjust something because we don't have enough time, we don't have the budget, we don't have the whatever, we need to rejig this ending. No. They ended on a cliffhanger so that you can buy the DLC. So that you can try to see the end of the story. But Sony never approved it. They looked at the numbers of Sly Cooper 4 and said, nah, this isn't cutting it, man. I'm sorry. The numbers aren't cutting it. We're not going to approve you for a Sly Cooper 4 or a Sly Cooper 5 or DLC or whatever because we don't think that we would get our money back for it. And that was it. Done. That's it. And that's what happened. They're just like, nope, we're not going to make enough money. Period. And it's scummy. It's scummy of Sanzaru to do that. Chris, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you. Sorry, I'm catching up. When it comes to ancestors in Sly 4, each one establishes a move to add to the Thieves Recruiters. Then after they added their basic move as a baseline, they secretly tweak their own moves. Kinda, yeah, Chris? Thank you so much. Thank you again for the $20. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Kinda, yeah, they're the moves that they know from the Thieves Raccoonus, sure, but Tennessee Kid and Ryuichi had their own moves that were really good and were unique to the character. But then Bob, Sir Galith, and Al Kapoor did not have, like, didn't feel... I mean, I must say Bob did feel... like, you know, Bob did feel, you know, Bob did feel, you know, like his own, not in the best way. Also agree that some were hit and miss, but enjoyable. Thank you so much, Chris, again for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Why? Okay, why? This is press select. What do I need to push? On. That's what did to the Oscars rather than other games, and the company had to declare bankruptcy. Exactly, Twilight Rave. Exactly. Right now, with the evidence that we have, Venomous, I'm thinking soft reboot. Select is the touch button, but that's what I'm touching. Like, okay, that was weird. We'll go with L1. Oh, we're glorified climbing changes. Other than that, Bob was just murdered with a stick. Kind of, yeah. Run out of time to finish the story of Sly 4, or did they intend it to be DLC instead to buy more time? It's possible. They could have ran out of time. But instead of rejigging the game to understand, like, okay, we are running out of time, and changing the end, they're just like, no, we're not going to change the end. We're going to keep the episode and go from there.
Hulk, tell me the daytime password.
As I expected. Here you go.
Alto, alto, bass, bass.
Yep. Okay, I guess you're the relief shift. Thanks for coming early. I got a big plans for tonight. Carnivale, good times, huh?
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, I did hear about the weird
accent I've ever heard. No offense.
Head inside and grab the blueprints. No telling how long till another patrol comes by.
Alto, bass, bass. Your accent's terrible, Sly! They nerfed Sly's version of the move to make the ancestors actually look like something. Yes.
First coffee house I've ever seen with wall-to-wall laser security.
And again... Nope, that's a bomb.
Octavio really is old school if he's using a painting safe. My father used to crack these all the time. The trick here is finding the safe's combination hidden somewhere in the artwork. Might take some searching, but it's sure to be there.
Okay.
Just keep at it.
4791.
Octavio really is old school if he's using a painting safe. My father used to crack these all the time. The trick here is finding the safe's combination hidden somewhere in the artwork. Might take some searching, but it's sure to be
4.
there. Just keep at it.
7. 9. Aha! I love benzene.
Strong work.
Hey! Thank you so much, Venomous, for the $5 super chat. It's crazy how these companies want nothing with Jack and Daxter.
We're still clear up front.
I think that there is a chance that we could see something Jack and Daxter related if Sly Cooper does well. If Sly Cooper does well and takes off, I think Sony will definitely be interested in pulling Jack and Daxter. And I got a feeling that maybe Sly Cooper is kind of like a like a gauge. They're trying to gauge the seed. Like, hey, you know, maybe
I'll
people
meet
will
you
want
at the
this.
next coffee shop. Once you take the guard's post, I'll move in.
Second verse, same as the first.
All right, give me 1 second. I need a drink of water. I will be right back. Oh, and I need to stretch. It's been over 2 hours. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not good, eh? I'll be right back. Oh. Yay! Thank you so much, Samantha Morris, for the $5 Streamlabs donation. Just a fun hypothetical question here. If you were asked to come up with an idea for a DLC for Spyro, what would it be? Well, I made a whole video about, you know, Spyro Reignited for Spyro 4. But, if I had to... So right off the top of my head, if I had to do DLC for Spyro, just DLC. Hey CG, hey Spyro Man, IKEA. So, just DLC for Spyro. I would incorporate as elements from all 3 games. So there would be 2 collectibles. There would be an orb-like collectible and then the dragons. Then what I would do is story-wise, I use DLC to introduce Dark Spyro. I'd have Nasty Nork concoct a spell to introduce Dark Spyro. And Dark Spyro starts running amok and destroying things. And Spyro has to go fix what he destroyed and stop him. And Nasty. That would be like the basis of the DLC.
Halt! What's the midnight password?
Got it. Here it is.
Okay.
Alto, bass, alto, alto.
Yep. Ah, am I glad you're here. Mama's making spaghetti tonight and I'm starving. I'm gonna eat like 3, no 4 plates of food.
I guess that you really like her cooking.
Mamma mia, I want to be buried in her sauce. It's heaven.
I know what that means. I know what that's like.
Any problems
Sauce!
with that guy?
Said he wanted to be buried in his mom's pasta sauce.
Yeah. That's strange.
I love the writing in this game.
You know, I just can't get it out of my head. Have you ever had pasta sauce that tasty? I don't want to distract you or anything, but I just don't think I've ever had cooking that good. Are we like missing out on a whole universe of flavors here?
Yeah, that's strange. Oh. Okay. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Is that... No, it doesn't look like it. No one tell me where it is. I will find it. It's the reeds. No. Oh, wait, hold on. 968. Okay. My hubby William also says, hi. Hello! How's it going? No. Wait, oh, okay. 963, I think. Memory. Memories. Memories. 9, 6, 3. Did I remember it? Nope. Is that right? That wasn't right. Hold on. 9, 6, 8. Okay. Memory of a goldfish. 9. Okay. Now we're gonna go with 9. There we go.
All right, 2 out of 3. Almost there, partner.
Yeah, that's strange. It's just, I don't know, just like the timing of Bentley is just immense. I'm gonna be seeing Sonic 2 on Tuesday. And I'm trying to just be like la 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 la, not looking.
Maybe there's a good Italian restaurant around here.
Enough with the sauce! Keep your focus. We're on a job here. Thugs everywhere. Death around every corner.
You're right. We got one more coffee house to hit, then we're done.
Yes, now you're talking sense.
And then we eat.
Sly is just like, I want some of this pasta sauce. And you know what? I'm with him. I'm with him, man. I'm starting to get hungry again. Yep, there we go. But the sauce. Yeah, I'm with Sly. I want to know. Yeah, we've seen it twice already. My daughter loved it. Ooh. I've been hearing nothing but good things about it, and I'm super hyped. What kind of identity would you give Jak and Daxter? Honestly, I'd keep it like the same way they had the first one, with some modifications, but the identity of Jak and Daxter doesn't really need to be changed too much, to be honest. Doesn't need to be changed too much.
Hey, you! Ferris wheel password, quickly!
Easy one. Here you go.
Okay.
Soprano, alto, alto, soprano.
Yep.
Yeah, you know the code. But what's my nickname? There's only one Tony B on the payroll, and I'm famous in the family.
I'm a new, just got called in from Roma.
They know me in Rome. I'm practically the mayor of organized crime in Rome. You telling me you never heard my nickname there?
My cell phones are going off. I should take this call. Could be the boss.
Yeah, okay.
Talk to some of the other guards in the area and see if any of them know Tony B's nickname.
Okay, you.
You there! What's Octavio's house password?
Transmitting password.
Oh.
Tenor, soprano, tenor, soprano.
Hey!
You're legit.
Hey, you know Tony B's nickname?
Unknown!
That cannoli, he's what's it called? A egomaniac. I don't know nothing about him. Don't wanna know.
Thank you so much for the $20. Here are you and your wifey's tickets to go see Sonic 2. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much for the $20. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Unknown. Thank you. That is so sweet of you to do. Thank you.
Halt! Tell me the daytime password.
Here's the password, Sly.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Alto,
Thank
alto,
you,
bass,
thank
bass.
you.
Sorry about that.
Yep, that's the password. Sometimes I forget them, you know.
You and me are both, pal. Hey, you know what the Tony B's
Thank you.
nickname is?
Yeah, that fathead likes to call himself Tony the Killer Bee. What an idiot.
I couldn't agree more.
The
Nice job
Tony
getting
the
nickname.
Killer Bee.
You're really fitting in with these monsters, Sly.
Thank you, thank
Maybe
you,
should
thank you,
switch teams.
thank you.
Get an apartment with the Killer Bee.
Hey, you! What's the midnight password?
Uploading you the password.
Thank you,
Alto,
thank
bro,
you.
alto, alto.
Very
Okay,
thoughtful.
So, Big Shot, what's my nickname?
Oh, come on. Everyone's heard of Tony the Killer B. You're the terror of every playground from here at the
You love your video.
Sicily.
You can tell him how. Hey, Bag, happy birthday to your dad. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. Happy birthday. Where to come back? Should they continue from the current timeline, or should they reboot with the similar of the first
Don't
game?
take too long. If that
And make a
guy
new
comes back to
timeline.
Chat, I'm out of here.
So, it's possible that they might. It's entirely possible that Sony is looking at these franchises and thinking,
You've got
hey.
real skill with this art decryption, Bentley. It always takes me like 20 minutes to figure those things out. You're just flying through them.
It's I almost ate it there. I think that maybe a soft reboot is the best. What is the best bet for Jack and Daxter? Maybe this is what their plans are going to be. Maybe they're like, hey, you know what? Here's what we're going to do: is that we're going to reset. Sly ended in a way we weren't happy with. Jack ended in a way we weren't happy with. We're just going to do a soft reboot on all of them and try again. That might be what they're doing. That might be the actual legitimate plan where they're like, oh, I think I just found it. 113? That looks about it, right? Easy. Bentley.
Get out of there. It must have been rigged to an alarm.
So yeah, I think that that's what we're going to be seeing, is that we're going to be seeing it done in a way where everything is just kind of redone. Let's get out of here. In a way that just puts the franchises in a way that's a better situation. That might just literally be the reason. Where it was just like,
We need to hide out back in the safe house. That alarm is attracting all kinds of guards.
Agreed. We've got the blueprints to the tar vacuum. Our work here is done.
let's get out of here.
Let's go, Bentley.
Take him out by the shins! Wheel away! Wheel away!
We gotta get out of here.
By the shins, by the shins, by the shins. Yeah, exactly, Caroline. I do agree. Yeah, that is something that's definitely
the
difficult.
Safety of the safe house.
That is something that I do think is going to be a really difficult task to handle. Push attack, press triangle, then circle to push attack, press X. I need a parachute. I need a parachute. I need a parachute like a pair of shoes. Is that a turtle? That is a turtle. Yes, in a wheelchair. There's a lot of... Sly Cooper 2, he got crippled. He could walk before. Then Das crippling happened. Just like Das crippling depression. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, basically, I think that just might be... I mean, there's a whole series of videos here, to be honest. I mean... There is a way that Jack and Daxter might be coming back. Because, I mean, we know Naughty Dog doesn't want to touch Jack and Daxter. But we're now seeing evidence of Sony saying, hey, you know what? Okay, fine. We'll hand it off to someone else. And they're handing off because if they're handing Sly Cooper off to Pixelopus, they could hand off Jack and Daxter to another company. This game on PS4, I'm streaming it on PlayStation Now, so You can play on PS4, but this game came out for PS2.
I'm taking over this Carnival fireworks stand as a base of operations for our next job. We need to take out the sign and balloons advertising Octavio's big comeback opera recital.
I hear ya. If no one shows up for him to extort with his building sinking scheme, then why would he bother with the demonstration? Excavating all that tar seems like a big operation. You'd think he'd hold off until he had an audience.
Exactly. Now, I've cobbled together a few explosives powerful enough to destroy the anchors to those balloons. Unfortunately, I'm a little short on fuses.
Then I'll be quick.
Oh.
Place the dynamite when you
Do you
get
ever-
near the anchor.
Do you ever play Jack and Daxter on Livestream? Yes, I have.
Boom! Raccoon
A
farts
couple, years ago. Oh no. Well, raccoon parts. Let's try that again. So yeah, I have done it before. There's actually an iconic moment of the channel that actually happened at the end of Jak 3. It was absolutely hysterical.
Excellent. One less ad polluting the Venetian skyline.
And I mean absolutely hysterical. It was weird.
Head on back to the fireworks stand.
It
I've
was-
got another stick of TNT
it was
ready,
epic.
And the wind's blowing in the right direction for stage 2.
Roadkill. Yeah, roadkill. Raccoon kill.
That explosive had some kick.
It was a child compared to this ferocious beast. Don't dilly-dally with this one. It's got a longer fuse, but you've got farther to run.
Ferocious beast?
Run, Slime, run! Fear the beast!
I got a feeling I shouldn't just be like walking down the streets. I shouldn't just be walking like I'm making my way downtown. That I should be maybe, you know, get on the, thank you. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make this one.
Hurry before the wind changes direction.
It's gonna be tight. There we go.
The whole stage 2. The balloon, carried by the wind, will impact on the Octavio side. The combustible gases in the balloon will ignite, and BAM! Hindenburg Part 2. Drat and curses! The wind died. The balloon's caught. Sorry, pal. See if you can climb up and knock the balloon.
Pickpocket!
I'll start
Pickpocket!
putting together another explosive for the side. Such a shame. I'm
Kaboom!
really looking forward to seeing that
What was the
balloon
iconic channel thing? Let me see if I can pull it up on Twitter. Let me see if I can grab it on Twitter because I retweeted it a while back. It was quite hysterical. It was quite funny. Let me see if I can dig it up. Let me see. Because, yeah, it was kind of epic. And I thought it was hilarious. Hold on, where is it? So it's before all that. There's that. There's that. Where are you? Where are you? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? It's nearby. I can smell it. I can smell it. Where are you? I literally retweeted you the other day. Where are you? There's no way it's this far back. Could it? Maybe? Mayhaps? Because we're going back pretty... yeah, no, I don't think... What in the heck? You're my bestest friend. Aw, that's so cute. Thank you, Kia. Gah! Where are you? It doesn't seem like it was that far. Has it really been this far back? Has time literally just been like an enigma? There's no way it's before that. Hold on. Okay. On. I will find it. 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 Somewhere. Over the rainbow. Bingo, got it. Okay. It's a 2-minute long clip. So we're playing one of the final missions in okay. Chelsea Blue Lucas. Aw, thank you, Kia. Okay. So we're in the final mission. Oh man, mustacheless CGE. Man, this is a throwback. Okay. Watch this. So we're racing through and we're trying to hit this Strider, okay? I'm just gonna watch. I thought that was one of the funniest things ever, and one of the most iconic things ever, which was I got crushed so hard, the game crashed. Think about that for a second. I got crushed so hard, the game exploded. Like, never did I ever. And Kagan, she's wound for oh dear. Yeah, exactly. It's just like the I love when this happens. So what happens is that like it's like Sly T poses here, but his tail stays the same. I love when this happens. See how his body is moving nice and like see his arms, but once in a while he just T poses. Hey, Orange Lightning, how's it going? Come on. Or is that just a platform over here I just gotta jump on? That core strength, literally. But was swing. Not feeling well. I hope you feel better because, man, I hope you don't get that stomach bug that literally everyone and their grandma is getting, because that's the one that I had gotten. And, it wasn't a good time. Let's just say that. It was not a good time.
blow from your cane should dislodge the balloon.
Oh, good. I didn't get this time. I'm like, yay! That's good! Are you okay? I'm good now! You hear that? Yeah, no, I was... Man, I was sick and not... I was just like, oh... I'm like, da-da-da-da, I hate everything, da-da-da-da. Life is awful. Lie there in bed just like... But the worst part was I spent all day in bed. And I got so sore from lying in bed for so long. I couldn't believe how sore I was. Like, oh, are you sore because you were sick? I'm like, no, I'm sore because I just lied in bed. Like, all day. I messed that up. I goofed that up pretty bad. Just because lying in bed, my sides, like, it was like my kidneys were sore. It was just like, here's the T-pose. Laid in bed all day. And then I woke up, it's like, oh, my body hurts. No, not because of the sickness, because I just... It was just like, man, that was awful. You see, I wish I played games when I had the flu. I couldn't. Because literally it was just like if I moved, everything hurt. I couldn't do anything. There we go. Got it.
Oh, looks like we've got a new ferocious beast on this operation. Come on back. What? Sorry, sir. We're currently closed. Hey, let go of me. Sly, get back here, quick.
I need to play Forbidden West.
Help, Sly. This guy is crazy. I've got him locked down, but oh no.
Didn't need to jump at nice style points. Hey, Gold Watch. Hey. Imagine existence like this. Just in infinite air combos. What is this, Smash Brothers? He's still... And he was...
He's breaking down the door. Where are you? Please help.
It's okay, Bentley. Shibuya. Combo breaker.
Sly Cooper. My boy on the inside picked up those pictures of me you sent to the cops. Nice a try, but I own this town.
Put my friend down. I'm gonna knock out all of your teeth, one at a time, and make you eat them.
That's the toughest talker you got. You're pathetic. Back in my day, we had enforcers that would make people pee their pants just as soon as a look at them.
Believe me, old-timer, I don't make idle threats.
Oh, I know all about you and your crack little gang. You ain't nothing without these little guys' brains. So, I figure I'll just scoop them out real slow and use them to fertilize my tomato plants.
I'm allergic to tomatoes.
Crank it up. Shock on.
To give you an idea, this mobster just threatened...
You geriatric fiend.
Just threatened to scoop Bentley's brains out with a spoon into a tomato garden, and Bentley's response is, "I'm allergic to tomatoes." You're also, Bentley, I think you're also allergic to something else. It's called death. Most people are pretty allergic to that. That's a pretty common allergy, is that death causes death. Just, you know, just a thought there, Bentley. I don't think the tomatoes are going to be too much of a concern.
Sly, hurry it up!
Pipe it down, lunch meat.
I'm allergic.
Power up. You want this front? Take him!
I will.
I won't forget about this. You guys are dead!
You okay, Bentley?
I'm fine. My ego's bruised, but it'll heal.
Bentley, I'm allergic to tomatoes. He's also allergic to lemons. It must be the acid. He must be a low acid turtle. Maybe that's why he's not fond of. Maybe that's why he wants Sly to stop talking about the tomatoes, because he's allergic to them. But wait, there's a whole bunch of like pizza boxes at is. What kind of pizza is Bentley having? Like, look, we go back. Look at all, like, look. There's like three pizzas right there. And pizza's over there. Wait. Yeah, there's like 3 pizzas there. There's 6 boxes of pizza and 2 people. If he's allergic to tomatoes, what are you eating? There's no way Sly is eating 6 boxes of pizza. Sly, buddy, please, if the enforcers aren't going to kill you, cholesterol will. Come on, man. I get you're a raccoon and can just kind of just devour everything you want, but dog, please. See you there, Caroline. Yeah, but in Italy? In Italy? I know that there are like I know like when you go to Italy and you ask for something odd on your pizza, or like ask for something like that's out of the ordinary, they're not too happy about it. Like there were these guys that were trying to order pineapple on pizza in Italy, and they did like a whole video about it, and there wasn't a pizzeria that would do it. They all told them to go to, what's the Canadian way of saying it? They told them all to go to HE double hockey sticks.
Sly said you were looking for me?
We need your help to destroy some tar drums.
I'm done with all that. I found a new path. It's full of peacefulness.
Come on, what happened to the Murray? The guy who'd get into a fist fight with 10 thugs wearing nothing but a towel. The guy who used to punch first and not bother asking questions later. Where's that guy? Where's my old friend?
I'm sorry, Bentley. I tried to save you, but I just wasn't strong enough.
Get over it, Murray. I don't blame you, and never have. The only thing I feel bad about is losing my pal.
Look, I want to help you. You're like my second plan. It's just that I
Sad.
promised I'd stay here and peacefully meditate till the black water ran pure.
Well, what if you could help us peacefully? You wouldn't have to punch anyone.
I'm in. Keep it peaceful, and I'll smash up
Pizza
anything
box
you'd
could have
like.
been around to remind him of Murray.
As a student of the Australian Dreamtime, I'm sure you've learned of the ball form.
Yeah, sure, like my first week.
Excellent. Tuck into ball form and clog that vent pipe. The pressure buildup should shoot you skyward. Maintain your ball form and smash into the tar drums around town.
Awesome. Yeah, that's totally peaceful. I'm sure my crew wouldn't mind.
Press the L1 button to go into ball form. Hit the X button on impact to keep your bounces high. I'm projecting some markers to help you find the tar drums.
Boing. Boing. I'm just gonna bounce my way all the way to...
This is great, Murray. Those tar drums are an integral part of Octavio's scheme. With them out of
Boing.
the picture, you're that much closer to seeing the
Boing.
black water much
This is
clear. I
ridiculous.
promise.
Oh no. There we go, come on.
Superb bouncing, chum.
It's ridiculous. Boing.
You're really getting the hang of hang time. That tar drum didn't know what hit it. In a peaceful sense, of course.
In a peaceful sense. Come on. Boing.
Keep this up, and the environmentalist will send a thank you card.
There it is over there. Boing. It's ridiculous. But this is why Sly Cooper is great. It's ridiculous. That's the point.
Really nice work, Murray. It's a pleasure to see you back in action.
Yeah, well, I haven't forgotten who my friends are. I'm just playing with a different deck.
Oh yeah, the dialogue in Sly Cooper is amazing. Absolutely mint.
With Octavio's comeback opera recital just a few hours away, we're all set up for the main event. Get ready for Operation Tar Be Gone. Our objective, get Murray back on the team. Sly, you'll start things off by using your disguise to sneak into the opera house. Make your way down to the pump room and let me in through the side entrance. Thanks to the blueprints we stole, I now know just where to bomb to cripple the machinery. Then we'll go for Octavio's detonation switch. I'm sure you'd agree that we just can't leave a weapon that powerful in the hands of such a madman. So
Good night,
I'll
Tiffany.
distract the old monster
Bing
with
bong.
an opera duel. He's sure not to attack while we're both on stage. Meanwhile, you'll cut the lines to the chandelier and
Hi,
drop it
Chester.
on his head. I'll swipe the switch and we'll both find Murray. By then, the black water is sure to be running clear, and he'll be free to come with us.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, we are, you could peacefully land on the garden, no film mission. That's kind of hilarious. Samantha Morris, that is the plan? That is the plan. Unfortunately, right now, I don't got enough time. So, see you later. See you later, Tiffany. Thank you so much, and good night, Kia. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't really have enough time to start another mission, because it'll go over my time. So I'm gonna end the stream just a smidge early, but I'm going to do of course, I'm going to do an extended Q&R, right? So if you guys got any questions, please fire them away, and I will answer them as best as I possibly can. Give me a second here. Back up real quick. Hey, no problem. Okay, so if any of you got any questions to ask, if you guys have any questions you want to ask, please fire them away. What am I sitting on? I'm sitting on nothing. Wow, that was weird. Anyway, give me a second here. Let me set up a timer a little bit. We'll have an extended Q&R. It's a wee bit longer than typical. So, if you got any questions, please fire them away, and I will do my best to answer them in 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Okay. Let's hear the whole stream. Woo! Hey! Woo! Awesome. I just barely got back here. I'm sorry. I only stream till 11. I gotta get up early tomorrow. Are you gonna have your bigger space? Are you gonna have a bigger space in the new house for your new gaming room? Yes, not a lot, but yes. I think I'm gonna have a better space. I'm definitely gonna say that because there's a weird cubby corner over here, and I have a closet here, but I don't need a closet because it's an office, right? So I don't need the closet, right? So basically, the room that I'm getting, we've just kind of leveled it off. It's like perfectly square. There's no dips and bevels and weird corner bits at all. It's just like square, boom, 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 and then yeah. So yeah. What would be better, a Sly Cooper show or movie? A show, 100%. When it comes to video games, I think most, not all, but most video games work best as a show, I think. Is it expensive to buy all 3 of the original Sly Cooper games for PS2? Typically, I'm going to say yes. Maybe not horribly expensive. Like, we'll take a quick look here. Let me take a look on eBay and see how much they're going for, we can take a quick look here, and I can let you know. It would be probably on eBay or your local used video game shop, but typically so pre-owned Thieves Raccoonus is $15. $10.7 for PS2, yeah. Of course, used. American 17, 11, 20, 23. So yeah, $15 to $20 for the first game. For the second game, we're looking at I see a $15, $11, $12. I mean, you got some of the sealed ones, like $55 sealed, but, who needs that? So it's looking good. You're going to be spending about $15 to $20 per game used. And honestly, that's not terrible. It's not terrible. So, thank you, Jones. I really appreciate that. How do you feel about playing Sly 1, the PS2 version, not the Sly collection, for obvious music, decent reasons? So I like Sly 1. I like it. I'm not crazy about Sly 1. I love the story, but the gameplay itself is a little too narrow for my liking. But I want to see that fleshed out. I really want to see that, all that stuff fleshed out all that stuff fleshed out in a hypothetical reboot, soft rework, etc. Just remind us for DM you. I won't glaze you. Thank you. Do you have a preferred condition for your PS3 copy Down the Dragon? If you had a PS3 or PS4 copies, would you please consider playing the Skylanders games? So I can't promise anything in terms of the Skylanders games because I have to see how people would react to it. I would like to try it and see what people's reactions are because it's going to be very interesting. There's still a lot of angry stigma towards Skylanders. So if I were to do That, I got a feeling that maybe some people would be angry about it. I don't know. And not be interested, but we would have to see. That's the big thing. The big thing is seeing, like I said, it's a big we would see, basically. And in terms of Dawn of the Dragon, if it works, it works. I don't care. That's it. So, have I ever done a Twitch raid? I don't even know how to do a Twitch raid. I'm not up to the lingo on Twitch. What would I like to see added? So I added this. I said this earlier, DJ PM, but I would love for there to be a tutorial level, and the tutorial level is the cookie heist from the orphanage, like learning all the mechanics of Sly and everyone through them doing the cookie heist. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Remember in the previous stream you said you're 27 years old. When's your birthday? Hubby and I are both 27. Awesome. January 11th. January 11th is my birthday. So yeah, I'm 27, and yeah. So, would you bring back Crunch Bandicoot back to Crash 4? If yes, why? I would, because I think there's been enough of a love for Crunch that people would really like that. But there has to be some explanation as to how he came along, because Dr. Neocortex created him. So, figuring that out would be interesting, and it would be fun, though. That's the big thing. It would be fun to bring back Crunch and see the story, and like, how can we bring Crunch back? Is there a way to bring Crunch back? It'd absolutely be awesome, right? You said you had a memory of a goldfish, so I thought it'd be a good idea to remind you. I have a goldfish brain too. Okay, thank you. Good. Have you played the Mario game in your channel? I have. Not too many times though. It's not that I don't like Mario. I do like Mario. I don't know. I played a lot of Mario when I was a kid, and maybe I'm just Mario'd out. I don't know. Like, I like Mario. I don't hate Mario. I just feel like there's a lot of other games that I think should get the spotlight, because, like, Sly Cooper, right? Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, even Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. I feel like that there's so much coverage already on Nintendo. So here's the thing. Okay. So a little bit into the production of CGE. When I create a video, I want the video to be entertaining, but I also want it to be able to do well, obviously, right? I'm not going to sit down and put 60 hours of work into a video for it not to do well, right? So obviously things are going to happen where it's going to happen. I'm going to put 60 hours into a video and it's not going to do well, even on something that I talk about on the channel typically. That's going to happen. That's inevitable. That's no issues with that. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's it. But I always would love to try to release a video that I think viewers are going to like. And one of the things that I'm not going to do is walk up to a saturated market that people are already talking about relentlessly, like Mario, Nintendo, and stuff like that, Zelda, people that are dedicated to these things, unless I'm bringing something that is completely different to the table that no one else has. And the problem is that when it comes to stuff like Mario, when it comes to stuff like anything Nintendo related or Legend of Zelda, there are channels dedicated solely on these IPs. I cover a couple IPs. There are channels that are literally dedicated to Mario and Mario games only. That's it. Like, just Mario games. They don't even talk about Zelda. They don't even talk about Donkey Kong. They don't even talk about any of that. It's just Mario, period. Mario. And that's it. And then there are channels that are dedicated to Zelda. And let me tell you something. There are channels that are dedicated to the Zelda timeline and theory videos and all that stuff. And there is almost nothing that I could add in that space. So when I bring a game to the channel, right, I want to bring something that maybe not a lot of people are talking about. Bring it back, right? If my channel is built around 5 niches, fine. That's okay. But I don't like walking into an already incredibly saturated market. And you know what's probably one of the biggest saturated markets that I would die to cover, but I just can't get into in terms of making content is Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I have loved that has been what my first love when it comes to video games was Pokemon. But when I mean I don't just love the games, I love the show, I love the toys, I love the cards, I love the games. When I was a kid, I was a Pokemon nut, right? In fact, we were packing the basement and I found binders of cards, of old cards, right? I was a Pokenut. And even to today, I still, like today, I'll give you an example. I walked into EB Games and I saw a Lucario Funko Pop, a Sylveon Funko Pop, and an Alakazam Funko Pop, and I bought them all. Boom, boom, boom. I don't have space on the wall for them yet, but I'll make space in the new place. Bang, bang, bang. Done. Right? No questions asked. If it's a Pokemon, I'll buy it. Like, in terms of Funko Pop, I'll buy a Pokemon Funko Pop. Done. But there are not just channels, but mega channels, and I mean millions of subscribers that talk about everything Pokemon. But then there are subsections of Pokemon that people talk about. There is the cards. There are channels dedicated just to cards. People dedicated just to Go. Just like you mentioned Samantha Morris. Just Pokemon Go. That's it. They're just dedicated to Pokemon Go. The Pokemon lore, shiny hunting, Nuzlocke. There is so much Pokemon channels. But that's the problem. Is that there's so much Pokemon channels. And I know that I could try to bring something new to the table. I could try. I could try to bring something new to the table. I could try to entertain as best as possible. And I wish I could. But the problem is that is the investment of time worth is the investment of time that I would put into this going to come out for the channel? I have to look and assess. When I look at content that I want to make as step one, before we even talk about, am I passionate about it? Do I like it or love it? Do I like it or love it? And that's the question. That's the first thing. If I'm not passionate about it, no, period. I'm not going to talk about it. Maybe I'll talk about it in a one-off video, in a quick, just that's it and done. That's it. Dunzo, finished, finito. But in terms of making a bunch of videos about it, no, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm not passionate about it. And that's why you don't see too many Ratchet and Clank videos from me. I like Ratchet and Clank. I really do. I like Ratchet and Clank. But I'm not a die-hard Ratchet and Clank fan. So that's why I don't talk about it so much. It's just because it falls within my niche, I'm not going to talk about it, because the thing is, if I'm not passionate about it, people are going to notice. I can't work on something amazing and fun with something that I find incredibly boring or not that passionate about. That's why I can do these videos, because there's a burning, fiery passion for these videos. So step one, do I have a passion for that content? The answer is yes. Okay. We've already hit the first, check mark. Good. What's the next check mark? Now, here is another question to follow up on that is, then you got to think the business side. You got to think of the business side as well. And it's like, okay, does it match the brand of the channel, right? See, here's something. I love League of Legends. I do. I love League of Legends. I love League. League is great, right? So, step one, does it follow my passion? Yeah, I'm passionate about League. Does it fit the brand? No. Anything but. It doesn't. Nope. Doesn't fit the brand. Doesn't mesh or make sense at all. If I release a League of Legends video, 90% of the comments are going to be like, huh? Why? Why did you make a League video? No. Doesn't mesh, doesn't work. No bueno. So, League of Legends gets scratched off. Okay, so when we hit Pokemon, passionate about it? Yeah. Hits the brand? Yeah, kinda. It kinda does. It came out during, the people that are playing and liking Pokemon as well, that are watching on YouTube, our age, and the people that typically like Spyro, Crash, it came around the same era. So, perfect. Okay, Pokemon matches the brand. Now it's, if I invest time into this, will there be a payoff in terms of new members, subscribers, views, all these things, right? And if the answer is no, then it's kind of heartbreaking, because it hits cha-ching, 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 and then it doesn't hit the fourth check mark, which is sad, because if the market is oversaturated, if I can't bring anything new to the table, then it's like, what's the point, right? What's the point? So one of the things that I realize with the channel, one of the channel identities is something called sleuthing. And what that is searching and discovering evidence for something, right? And that is one of the things of the channel, is discovering and looking to see if something is returning, and then letting people know what you found, right? And there's a couple games I have on my radar right now. There's a couple games on my radar that I've been sleuthing. I'm not going to say names yet because I don't want people to get excited. But there's a couple games I've been sleuthing that I've been looking at information for, trying to dig up. Some of them successful, some of them not successful. Some smaller titles, some bigger titles. But if I'm not convinced that it's coming back based off the evidence, I'm not going to make a video about it, period. That's it. I stand behind every single one of my videos. I stand behind it, right? I stand behind my video. If I don't believe, or if I have like a part of it that I back 100%, and then there's a chunk that's like, okay, this is where we enter precarious waters, but it does tie in, I will let you know. That was like my recent Spyro 4 speculation video where I talked about that was like my recent Spyro 4 sleuthing video where I talked about the trademarks and the copyrights, where I talked about everything I was confident about. Everything, tied it together in a beautiful gift and said, okay, boom, I'm rock solid on this. Now there's a couple other things that tie into this, but I'm not confident. So here, I'm going to show you them, see how they tie up, but I'm not confident about it. And that thing that I wasn't confident about. So when I talked about in that video, I talked about Spyro 4 coming back. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be coming back. Coming back in April, that's where I'm like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm kind of, loosey-goosey about that. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it does tie into what I'm talking about. So here, I'm going to even that out, right? And I want that to be clear to people, right? So I let the people know, like, hey, that not confident in that. I'm confident in this part, not confident in that part, right? And how I organize my videos is that I put my rock solid evidence together, gussy it up, make it all pretty, perfect, and then if there's anything else that might work, I put it at the end and on the side. Like, okay, here's the main line of work. Okay, it's all found. The foundation's good. Awesome. All right. There's some leftover. Let's put it together in some pile and then kind of connect it if I can. And if I can't connect it, it gets thrown away and maybe set to a different video. And I'll tell you how I make a video. What I do is I first look for surface level evidence. I look, and it could be anything. And when I mean surface level evidence, it could literally be anything. It could be trademarks, copyrights. It could be a leaker that's reliable. It could be job applications. Whatever it is, okay? And we start there. And then I say, okay, can I debunk this, or can I create a situation that like makes it not that? So it's like, okay, Toys for Bob is hiring for their next project in the Unreal Engine. Okay. So, if I say Toys for Bob is making their next game that they're leading in Unreal Engine, am I going to turn around and make a video and say Toys for Bob is making a new Spyro? Well, no, because there's Spyro, yeah, and they did it, but then there's Crash Bandicoot, and then there's Tony Hawk. So it's like, okay. So unfortunately, while that's a start, I can't say with sufficient evidence that that is going to be Crash or Spyro or anything related to that. So then I think, okay, we start there. Where do we go next? Okay. I go and try to eliminate. Could this be Tony Hawk? Yes, it could be Tony Hawk. Okay. Can we try to find another company that has evidence that they're working on Tony Hawk? So then I go through and then I go to Beanox and it says, hey, we're looking for someone to work on the Unreal Engine. Okay, awesome, great. And then we look through that and we say, good in physics engines or whatever, like, motion and physics. Well, then I can say, okay, yeah, that ties into Tony Hawk. So that eliminates the possibility that it's Tony Hawk. but that still leaves Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon. Is that enough to be able to make a video? Possibly, sure. But I want to get more locked down. Is there more? Because the thing is that you could also say, yeah, but Beanox also could be supporting whatever it is that Toys for Bob is working on. So Toys for Bob still could be working on Tony Hawk, and Beanox is assisting them. So how do we eliminate that? And what I do is I do a process of elimination and find the backup and the evidence for all of the deductions and the possibilities. And then when I make my video, I tie those in. It's like, okay, try to debunk it. Okay, I debunked what the other possibilities... there's all these possibilities. Let's debunk those possibilities to try to make it that one statement that I'm making, that Toys for Bob is developing the next Spyro game or whatever in Unreal. When I say that, all the other options, all the other trees of possibilities get X'd out by other pieces of evidence. And that is how I craft videos, and that's how I sleuth, is that I look and I do what's called the process of elimination. I look and I make a statement. I look at it and think, okay, this has a statement here, but there are multiple other statements. Is there evidence to debunk all those other statements? And then is there evidence to debunk the statement that I'm trying to say? Right? And go from there. And that is how I build a video. And then you'll see people say, oh, CGE goes on for 20 minutes. Yeah, I do go on for 20 minutes because there are different strands that stray away, and I'm tying up the loose ends. I'm tying them up to say, hey, by deductive reasoning, there's only one option left, and that option is my statement, right? So that's why, and then I got to explain why, if there's 5 available options, why the other 4 are not viable. Does that make sense? And that's why I go on and I explain. Because I could just literally say, oh yeah, Toys for Bob is hiring for Unreal. It could be for Crash Bandicoot. What do you guys think? But it could be Crash Bandicoot. It could be Spyro. It could be Tony Hawk. It could be a new IP. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And that's why you can't just make a statement and then move on, right? There's legwork. Right? There's things that if I can debunk my own video, I'm not going to make the video, period. If I can debunk my own video, I'm not going to make it. Right? If I can say, oh, that could be Spyro, and then but it also could be this, this, and this, and I can't find a reason to get rid of all the other ones, like good reasons, I'll have it in my evidence thing and have it sit there until we can find out, until more evidence comes out to debunk the other options. But until then, it just sits there. It does nothing. And I have this huge video, and Jess was talking about the other, I have this huge video going on right now, and I'm trying to tie off all the loose ends, and I almost do, but there's just one big loose end that I can't tie off. How did you enjoy Sly 3 so far? Hey, Bleebler, how's it going? Oh, I love Sly 3. Sly 3 is great. There's one loose end that I can't fix and I can't solve, and it's driving me up a wall. It is driving me insane because I have this big video that is very interesting, and I can't make it because there's one big loose end and I can't fix it and I can't figure it out, and it drives me insane. It drives me up a wall, and it drives me batty, and when it comes to Activision and how everything is working, and is driving me insane. It's like a metal heat spike jamming in my forehead, and I look at it every week. Every week I look at the evidence and I see all the connections and all the deductive reasoning and everything coming together, and then there's just one loose end that I can't fix, and it kills me. It literally kills me, because the video is really interesting. The video is really interesting. I like the video. The concept is cool. And it is very, very interesting if it turns out to be true, and is amazing. And I can't get the one big loose end. And I'm not going to make a video if I'm 50-50. I'm not going to make a video if it's 50-50. I'm not. Nope, I'm not. At best, I'll do 80-20. But 50-50, no. No, I can't do it. Hey, Jess, how's it going? I can't do it. And it drives me batty. And it makes me angry. Right? And it's all about a connection between Sledgehammer Games and Toys for Bob. There's a connection, and I've talked about it before. There's a connection between Sledgehammer Games and Toys for Bob. And I can't figure it out. I have it sorted. I have a statement, and it all works. But then there's a second statement that I have to debunk first, and I can't debunk it. And it drives me nuts because I'm so close. It's so close. We're almost there to solving it, and I just can't do it. I can't find it, and I can't with confidence make the video. I can't. I could word it and convince a lot of people, absolutely. But I can't. There's a connection there. There's a connection there. And I can't solve it. Well, I can solve it. It's not that I can't solve it. I can solve it. But it's two possibilities. It's down to two possibilities. And they're both likely. They're both possible. And I just don't know. I just don't know. And it drives me insane. Drives me insane. Drives me nuts. Drives me bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. But what can I do? But it's not just Sledgehammer. It's Beanox, Sledgehammer, Toys for Bob. Beanox, Sledgehammer, Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob and Beanox connections, those are easy. That's easy. And there's connections to Sledgehammer and Beanox. And there's connections to Sledgehammer and Toys for Bob. But. There is something missing. And basically the end result is that the end deduction that I have to make is that either Sledgehammer Games is helping with the next Toys for Bob project, or Sledgehammer Games is helping the next Beanox-led project, or Sledgehammer Games is helping both. And either or, that's a good result. Those are good results. But there's one more big loose end, and that is Sledgehammer and Toys for Bob are supporting Overwatch. Now, I know that, at least, like, it's been publicly made that Toys for Bob is most likely helping with Overwatch, assisting. I know, and yeah. But Sledgehammer could be helping with Overwatch as well, with Toys for Bob. And that, I don't have any evidence to deduce that. It sits there on my mind constantly. I have a whole sheet explaining how all the connections work and how it's all interconnected, like a whole system and network, and it's all there. But it all can be blown to bits by the statement of that's for Overwatch. Blown to bits. That's it. Just blown to absolute itty bitty bits. And it hurts my soul. Because, so that's why I haven't made a video about that yet. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I gotta get going. It's a little late for me now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video and or live stream. Time for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.